Coming to you from the Radio for One studios in Franklin, Michigan. Welcome to the Detroit Cast.
Big fan.
A show not just free of charge, but free of FCC regulations.
Thank you for your support of the Detroit Cast.
Oh, there it is.
And without further delay, it's showtime. Please welcome the Detroit Cast. Here are your hosts, Mike and Jay.
Welcome to the Detroit Cast. What day is it? Is it Wednesday? Are we on Wednesday's show? I don't know what day it is anymore. Oh, Wednesday with Mike and Jay. Big E is here. Dog is here. And Poos is here.
The Pooh's munching on the bone.
What is she eating?
She's just hacking on a bone.
Oh, boy.
Would she get to the middle?
I don't know. It looks like she's into something she shouldn't be into.
1, 2. Remember that? How many licks does it take?
Yes.
I think she got to the middle.
She might have.
the how many licks does it take? How ridiculous. As if you're gonna, how can you, there's never gonna be.
How can you count the licks, E?
Well, no,
you never tried that as a kid?
There's never gonna be a standard lick. Like, what if you go one time or something? Like,
That would be a suck, not a lick.
There he is. How many licks does it take to get to the middle of
Why can't we hear it?
one?
the Tootsie Roll Pop, or what do you call it?
Mr. Fox, how many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop?
Why don't you ask Mr. Turtle, for he's been around a lot longer than I.
God, this is like the extended version.
Yeah,
I just remember an
I thought
owl.
it was the owl.
How many licks
I remember
does it
that.
take
Oh,
to
yeah, I
get to
remember
the
this.
Tootsie Roll
Yeah, the
center of a
turtle.
Tootsie Pop?
Why, he never made it without biting. Ask Mr. Owl.
Here we go.
Here we
The
go,
wisest of us all.
What?
He's going to get to the bottom
Mr.
of this.
Owl, how many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop?
A good question. Let's find out. 1, 2, 3, 3.
If there's anything I can't stand, it's a smart owl.
That son of a bitch.
Yeah.
To get to the Tootsie Roll
God, Tootsie Pops do rule.
They do. Only the red ones, in my opinion.
The red ones are great. Blue,
Oh.
too. Blue and red.
Yeah.
Brown,
Chocolate ones suck.
direct to the garbage.
Yeah,
Direct.
I agree, man.
Yeah.
That commercial was still playing when I was watching TV. Like, that lasted a long time
When
Yeah.
I was watching TV.
when I was a young lad.
Well
watching
putty. Well putty.
watching Saturday morning cartoons, I guess is what I meant.
How are we, guys? How are you? How you doing, Jay? How was your
Quite
day?
well, Mike.
Really?
A
Not
busy
even well?
day. I apologize for the late start for those watching live
Yeah.
due to another soccer meeting, but
Yeah.
I'm getting through them.
You would think these soccer meetings with children would be done much earlier in the day.
Oh, the problem is there's a bunch of adults involved, and
Yeah.
it's very complicated.
Yeah. Are you glad?
What do you mean?
Is it progressing?
It's
nicely?
progressing nicely. Yeah.
Good. Good.
Swimmingly.
Yeah. I had a busy day as well.
You did. You were telling me about it earlier.
Yeah.
Quite a lot on your plate.
I know. How about you, E? Did you have
What
a
did
busy-
you do? Whoa. You're just going to
What?
tell you, I'll see it.
These are behind the scenes
Yeah.
details that
Okay.
you don't need to know.
I'm in the
Never
middle
mind.
of running a business here, E.
You are?
You're on a
You
need
wouldn't
to know
understand.
basis, you son of a bitch.
And you don't need to know.
You are?
Absolutely. I'm
Oh.
running a business here. I brought my briefcase upstairs to work, and I got
Oh.
hammered on things, E.
Did you? I'd like to see that. I'd like to see you bring
Come on over. You're welcome. Bring your briefcase.
I will.
Full of Ritz crackers. You're welcome anytime you want.
With important business documents.
Ritz crackers. I don't even work here. he tries to fight. I gotta have to fire you. I don't even really work here. So make this so hard. Anyway, I don't know. My day was all right. I had to go do some work on the car. Well,
Into the
car?
mic.
my car.
You went and did some work on your car?
Oh no, I had to take it in somewhere. I shouldn't even told that story.
No. What do you got?
No,
What
it's
did
a
you
good
do?
one. That's
I
a
don't
good
even
story.
know. I got
Do
tired.
you need a new fan belt?
I don't even know why I told that story.
I don't either.
What'd
Forget
you
about
get?
it. Don't worry about it.
You got new tires, did you?
Yeah, and an alignment or something. I don't know. I
Or
know.
whatever.
I don't even know. I'm
I don't
sorry.
even know
I wish
what
I
I
would have even
paid
said
for.
that. I wish I would have even said that. I'm sorry.
Everybody's saying that. I
Well,
can
we can-
actually
we-
hear listeners saying that.
Well, we can move on then.
All right.
Just forget about it. Forget it. Like, pretend I didn't say it.
Well, dare I say a big show on a Wednesday? We got a
Damn it.
an angry driver, local angry driver in our neck of the woods, Jay.
Yeah,
in our
Farmington Hills.
our old stomping ground. We'll get to that. We got a pastor who's sort of local as well.
Interesting.
This is where E's gonna get to at some point, where this pastor got to.
He is?
Big E is.
Oh, he's already there, isn't he?
Yeah, but I
You
mean,
mean a man of the cloth, a man of God?
sort of. Yeah. Yep. I see you go in the same direction as this pastor. We'll explain later. We got orgasms, to get to.
Good news on orgasms.
We've got orgasms to get to.
Yes.
We're all going to get orgasms.
Absolutely.
We're all gonna get them
Nice.
later in the show. We all get orgasms.
We've got some
Perfect.
a couple rape news stories. Those are always fun, right? Everybody loves a good rape story, correct? Some poos. We got some exotic poos to get to. I think I made some endways into how we can get our tiger, Jay.
Mike,
What about the alpaca?
we settled on an alpaca.
Nothing was settled on. I don't see an
We saw
alpaca
those
here.
freshly shorn poos the other day.
I
They're
know.
beautiful, beautiful beasts, majestic.
Nobody has turned up an alpaca, and nobody has brought a miniature alpaca here. So
Nobody's turned up an alpaca. We had like 8 listeners email in about alpacas.
Yeah, they pointed us to some local shitty zoo that has them.
No. They're
look
breeders
at.
everywhere.
Yeah, they're
Really?
They're
miniatures?
everywhere, dude.
They're abundant.
That's
Wee
that's
poos?
the key is we need to find a pygmy.
I can't have a 6-foot alpaca in the house.
But you can have a tiger that's going to bite your face off.
Exactly.
Okay, that's
Yes.
ridiculous.
Well, at least the little baby poos tiger. We'll explain. We should probably start with the Banditos, Jay's favorite.
I like the Banditos over the, what do they call it again?
Yeah,
Does it matter?
Couscous or something?
yeah, the couscous. Yeah, they're those mini rices.
The quinoa? What was that?
No, it was the
Cocos or something?
yeah, Coco Ross. Why can't I remember it?
The only problem I have with the Banditos is their logo. I think there
I
can be
know.
a more effective logo.
God, yes, that's
It's very 70s to me.
Yeah,
and
that-
it's
you
like
know,
a cartoon.
And
It's
now
not-
that I look at it, dude, not only is it a poor man's Yosemite Sam, but the sombrero looks like a hot dog to me. Every time I glance at it,
I
I, see a
know.
hot dog in a bun
it does look like a hot
with
dog.
a piece of cheese sticking
a
out the top of
nacho or something coming out the
it.
top.
Yeah.
That's pathetic. Of course, unless if any of them are listening, I know it's very
That's-
manly.
Yeah.
Very scary.
What this comes down to is the wording on the bottom where they have Texas underneath that. They have Texas, which states where they own, where their territory is.
Yeah.
And that's where this all started, I guess, was the fact that this other group, the one you mentioned,
The couscous.
the couscous, what someone find out the fucking name of the other gang. I can't remember the name of it. It's driving me nuts. It's because it's not couscous. We'll use couscous until some asswipe figures it out for us.
Tabbouleh? No.
No, it might have been Tabbouleh, but they put Texas under their jacket, which was an
Oh.
outrage,
Oh.
absolute outrage.
It's our turf. We got
Yeah.
all of Texas.
Yeah, they have all the Texas they've claimed, and these guys will fight to the death for it.
Apparently.
Yeah,
In restaurants.
yes, and
They'll fight to the death in restaurants.
the Cossacks.
There we go.
Yeah,
That's pretty much the cuckoos.
Cossacks, which are a much smaller group than the Banditos.
Restaurants.
But yeah, having that Texas under the jackets, and you see it when you see these guys standing behind them, you'll see that, and that's what caused a lot of problems. And apparently, one of the guys ran over someone's foot with his motorcycle.
John Cusack did?
Yeah, and then it all just blew up,
Hmm.
and that's how it all went down. And now the restaurant is in all sorts of trouble. They're all pissed off at them. And can you blame them? Twin Peaks is doing a nice job, in my opinion, of totally distancing themselves from this establishment. They're like, fuck these guys for not working with local authorities when they knew there was a problem coming. The restaurant is closed for a week, and when they open, they will no longer be Twin Peaks.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. So they've suspended their liquor license for a week. I mean, what else can you do? These are branches that are owned by different people and different groups.
Right.
And so they're not technically tied together, but they're using that name. And so they're like, dude,
Very specific franchise agreements where I'm sure they're super serious about the image you're portraying. And so forth.
yeah. Yeah. And you can tell by the design of them, the way the layout is, it's like McDonald's, where they've got very specific rules and regulations, but they don't want
Cup
gang
size,
activity.
etc.
Absolutely, as it should be.
Needs to be sufficiently mountainous.
Damn straight. Oh,
there
no.
there we go, Kadog.
That's pretty much the same thing.
No,
That's cooler.
that's way cooler. You got Yosemite himself. I think that's what they were going for, but they just didn't have the capability.
They didn't have the licensing agreement with the Looney Tunes folks,
Right.
so they couldn't get it. That's something I'd put on a jacket.
Yeah.
That's
Well
really
done,
cool.
Kadog.
They've got these guys held in jail, by the way, on $1 million bond each.
Yeesh.
They had to impound like 170 motorcycles. They had to get a school, to like a community center, to try and bring these guys in. And they accidentally released 3 of them who were just absolutely wanted. They've been tracking these 3 dudes down all over Texas today.
Oh man.
Yeah, crazy. Anyway, this group that owns this restaurant is the Chalak Mitra Group. I guess that's a guy from Front Burner Restaurants. They're the owners of that specific Twin Peaks restaurant. They blame the managers of the Waco branch for ignoring warnings from them and police not to allow the bikers to assemble at the restaurant. They've also severed ties with Chalik Mitra and say that the bar, as I said, which closed after having its license suspended for a week, will not open as a franchise again. The company's hired a crisis management PR firm to handle this, and in the company's statement that they released, that we are horrified by this violence and express our deepest sympathies to all those involved. Left 9 dead, 200 arrested, and they claim it's a turf war between 5 biker gangs. I got to say, I'm impressed with the biker gangs and their inclusion of all. They've got black people, white guys. I mean, it's majority
very
white.
Diverse,
extremely diverse. Look,
do you think there was some affirmative action going on in past years because they've accomplished their goals? If so,
yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's tons of Mexican guys. I even see a black guy, white guy.
Chick up top.
I don't know. Is it?
Look at that. Is that a chick? Is that possibly a chick? Can't be, right?
I've seen chicks. I don't know if there are chicks in the group, but they've got old and young. I mean, they're really doing.
Just run the gamut.
Yeah,
they do not discriminate.
Nope. I'll give them that.
Be a dick.
Yeah, you just got to be a dick, right? Yeah, I guess it's all about running drugs, and yeah,
being
nice
tough.
Group. Anyway, that is going to be a mess in a courtroom at some point. What do you do? Apparently, that they're saying now that of those 9 dead, 4 of them were killed by cops. Which is whatever.
Trying to stop the violence.
Yeah.
What are we really missing out on?
Yeah. And then the other outrageous thing all day today, I was watching cable news channels with the same asswipes who are just looking to find racism anywhere they can, going on and on about how, why are these guys just called gangs and not thugs? Why aren't they called thugs? How come the police response was different for these guys? You see them sitting around on their cell phones and the cops are keeping an eye on them. Some of them aren't even handcuffed. This is racism, systematic racism. Why aren't they thugs? I'm like, are you shitting me? You're trying to compare a group of thugs ransacking a city and lighting buildings on fire just rampantly through the city with a controlled place where the SWAT team is. You've got a controlled area in a parking lot of a restaurant. Like, what do you want them to do? I mean, call them thugs. I don't care about that.
Call them thugs or just refer to them as gangs as they have been for decades. I think they're
there you go.
Describes them. But if you want to call them thugs, sure.
Yeah, no one's going to jump on
too.
board and call that outrageous. It's just funny. Like, okay, the cops did a good job of corralling this. It's in a location that's secured. They know exactly where the problem is. What do you want her to do? They went in guns a-blazing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Killing white people.
And they're just showing picture after picture on the TV of like, here's what happened in Baltimore. And it's like some cop's got a black guy in a headlock and he's like, oh, I'm in pain. I'm in so much pain. I'm being abused. And then they immediately cut to a picture of the banditos
like holding hands,
sitting down on the curb. Like, what's going on? You're like, really? Okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to force racism where it doesn't exist. That's how we're going to do this? Okay.
Comparing debacles. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Every debacle's its own debacle, righty?
That's right.
No debacle. They were like snowflakes.
You see your new logo?
Yeah. Is that a chili dog? That's nice. Dude,
I can't tell the difference between this and the other one. Honestly,
you put a freaking hot dog as the brim of the sombrero.
It looks exactly the same.
That's incredible.
It doesn't look any different.
You realize there's probably a Banditos branch in Southeast Michigan, And they could be gearing up to come after Kadog, by the way.
Right, yeah, we're just, I mean,
I think it's very disrespectful, personally.
Look at that, dude. I like Cadogs better.
I checked actually the other day. According to their Wikipedia page, they do not have a Michigan brand.
Oh, well, fuck them then.
Yeah, because
this show only gets downloaded in Michigan.
Oh, yeah, we're on the internet.
K-Dog, you screwed up. You put mustard only on that hot dog. Theirs has ketchup on it.
Yeah.
Outrage.
That was some poetic license there, Kadog.
Whoa,
Okay.
you're right. That's a good point.
Yeah, Mike and I talked
In the
about
mic, you
that.
son of a bitch.
Yeah, I know. I was in the mic, but it was muted, so no better. Mike and I talked about creative license, and I'm free to do whatever I want. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Jay's going to like hearing that. Do your thing, Kadog. You want to see some poos?
Yeah.
God
Who doesn't
love
want to
the
see
poos.
poos?
Well, a pet shop has been selling endangered animals through their Facebook page. They've ruled that they're allowed to continue operations despite an investigation by the Mexican government and a flood of complaints from animal rights abuse people. Panthers, lions, tigers, and other protected species are being sold in central Mexico. They were the subject of a probe by the federal attorney for environmental protection following criticism on social media. Authorities insist they are powerless to shut them down. The adverts even offer discounts and bargains of the week on certain animals. For example, a female panther advertises being 5 months old is on sale right now for just under $4,000.
God, the idea of buying a panther. Look at that.
Look at that proops.
Look at the size of those
Look at those hands.
hands.
Look at his front
My
hands.
God.
Her front hands.
Her front hands are holy
Enormous.
Shit, they're big.
Look at that baby tiger poops. Oh, dude.
That's a majestic beast.
Look at that face. What are you? Look at that poops. Black Panther. They've got a female panther. That's the one. 5 months old for 90,000 Mexican pesos. Mi amigo.
Ming.
But that one's on sale for 60,000 pesos. Ming. Unique opportunity, legal documentation. They've got all of it. Pet shop is also selling a male African lion, 22 days old. They posted a picture of it sitting outside their shop.
Oh, look at that chameleon. Go back to that.
Look at that son of a bitch.
Look at that.
$112.
Huh. Could be yours.
Yep. Looks like he's got a rhinoceros thing in the front of his head.
Yeah. You've never seen those? The horned?
No.
Yeah, dude.
And the curly tail.
It's badass. Look at the toes on that thing.
Yeah, no thanks. They're not furry. You can't pet them. They're just scaly and weird. I don't want one of those. Go up. Look at those tigers, those Bengal babies. Look at that proops. Oh, I'll take them all. $4,000.
They're cutie pies.
Aren't they? They also boasted having these Bengals for sale. Still available. Bengal tiger offspring, month and a half old.
Get a Bengal tiger.
Isn't that sweet? They are delivered with a guide to operation, maintenance, microchip, their documentation.
Wait, what?
Documentation.
A guide to operation?
Yeah, an operational guide. You need one. I mean, you don't just, it's risky to just take a Bengal on.
Comes with a guide to operation.
Yeah,
Put food in here.
Comes with an operation manual. I mean, it's pretty
Get rid
standard
of it before
issue.
it's 4 months old.
Right.
No,
It goes tiger on your
a
ass.
year. You can have it for a year.
Yeah, and then you fall in love with it like you would. Yeah. You'd be your little buddy.
Yeah.
You'd absolutely fall in love with the thing, and then we'd have to take it away from you, Mike, in a year. So
Well-
it doesn't kill you.
Well,
And then you'd cry and shit.
but then I'd get it at that stage and it'd be awesome. I think it'd be worth it for like 9 months.
No, you wouldn't be able to give it up.
Look at the poop.
Can you imagine how sad you'd be when I said, Mike, it's got to go?
Yeah.
You'd
but
cry and shit. You'd curl up in the corner.
I know, but I'd rather have loved and lost than never have loved before.
That's the dumbest
That's
thing
bullshit.
I've ever. Right.
You'll be saying that in 11 months.
Well, then you're going to have to man up and be strong and just take it from me.
Fine.
All right. Sold. We're getting the Bengal tiger,
Okay.
folks. Bengal tiger
Take
it is.
it away. You're going to be hurt. This is going to hurt, Mike.
That's all right. As I said, I'd rather love and lost than never have loved before, Jay. Yeah, people are all bitchy about this and animal rights abuse. They're not supposed to be in homes. Blah, blah, blah. All that stuff. Meant to be in the wild. People are all outraged.
Neither here nor there.
Yeah.
Technicality.
Yeah, I know. We got a girl. I don't know if you saw this. And this goes back a little while ago. A couple of years ago, this chick claimed she was raped on a college campus.
Columbia, right?
Yeah, Columbia. She's graduated now. She carried a mattress.
Oh yeah, dude,
that's
I remember
kinda
that
weird.
story.
Yeah, she
Did we
was.
talk about this at some point? She was.
I
gonna
don't
ca-
remember talking about
I
this.
swear I remember hearing a story about some girl who was going to carry a mattress around with her everywhere she went to let people know.
Until the guy was expelled, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, was that a different one?
No, this is it.
Okay.
Well, she's graduated. That's why.
So she carried it up on stage.
Yeah. You.
Yeah.
I mean, talk about fucking up everybody else's day that's graduating. She carried this mattress around campus to publicly accuse a fellow student of rape. They both graduated, by the way. So she took the prop to the ceremony. Students applauded in support.
Well, what are they going to do?
Of Emma Sulkowitz as she carried the 50-pound bed on stage while accepting her diploma. Asshole.
You know what I would do instead? I'd carry the box spring. You know how much lighter the box spring is?
Absolutely. That's
Oh
a good
my
call.
God.
You can just hoist it up with one hand on
It's
your
like
shoulder.
7 pounds
There she
compared
is.
to a mattress.
She looks like an idiot.
Yeah.
She
That's
is an
absurd.
idiot. And she's full of shit, too. I'm sorry. She wasn't raped. Sorry.
Oh,
offense.
really, Mike?
Yeah.
You know this for a
I
fact?
I do.
How do you know?
I do.
You were there?
I was.
Saw the video?
I did not. The student
She's
who
full of shit. He goes so far as to call her full of shit.
Yeah, I'm calling her full of shit. Yeah. I read a few articles about this and I'm calling her full of shit. I don't think she was raped at all.
Was it a buyer's remorse?
I don't think she was
or-
allegedly raped at all. I was calling her full of shit. Buyer's remorse for sure.
Huh.
The student who Sulkowitz accuses of being a serial rapist who sexually assaulted her and 2 other women was also at the ceremony. Paul Nungesser is his name. He's not been charged with a crime after the district's attorney's office found there was a lack of reasonable suspicion. He is now suing the university. Sulkowitz had vowed to carry the mattress around campus until her attacker was expelled and refused to shake the hand of the president, Lee Bollinger, as she
Former
accepted
Michigan
her.
president.
Yeah. I thought that name sounded familiar. You're right. Prior to the graduation ceremony, the school sent out an email banning large or heavy objects from the ceremony.
I don't know what they were referring to. A lot of students often bring up heavy objects onto the stage, do they?
Yeah, big problem, I suppose. The regulation hadn't been implemented in years, but there was speculation over whether or not she would be able to carry her mattress with her. Graduates should not bring into the ceremony area large objects which could interfere with the proceedings or create discomfort to others in close, crowded spaces shared by thousands of people. The artist, as they call her, earned her degree or course credits. She earned course credits for carrying this mattress around as part of a class project.
God, how
Yeah.
annoying would that be to have this chick carrying a mattress everywhere?
It's all over class.
Yeah. I go to class with the mattress chick. She has to like put it between my desk and the
Mhm.
wall. It's really annoying. That's
She,
weird, dude.
It was part of her senior project called Carry That Weight, which was framed as a protest against the university's alleged tolerance of rape and other sexual assault.
As if there's a tolerance for rape. As if
I know. The past year of my life has been really marked by telling people what happened in the most intimate and private space. I was raped in my own dorm bed, and since then, that space has become fraught for me. I feel like I've carried the weight of what happened ever since then. She and 22 other students filed a complaint last year for failing to properly handle cases of campus sexual assault. She says she was raped her sophomore year, and she and 2 other young women at the school reported the serial rapist, who they've identified. They've got pictures of him out. And the fact is,
Wow.
if you read about this case, it really kind of falls apart. This chick was hooking up with this guy, okay, time and time again, and he fucked her in the ass. And like 4 months later, all of a sudden she had a problem with this. Meanwhile, the 2 of them are texting back and forth every day. Oh my God, can't wait. I'll see you tonight. Wow, that'll be sweet. See you at the party. Like they're buds. They were best friends. And then all of a sudden, this chick got it in her head because she's a mental case, and all of a sudden pressed charges. The other 2 students that came forward, they weren't rape allegations, but it was like, oh yeah, that guy got drunk. We got drunk one night and he tried to kiss me at a bar.
Oh,
That's one of the assault charges that when they say serial rapist, and it sounds like this guy fucked a bunch of chicks and 2 of them like got their stories together at a couple parties and were like, yeah, I think I was raped too. I'm on board with this. It's disgusting. The police looked into it. The school campus looked into it. They found absolutely no basis for this claims. That's why it was thrown out. This kid was put on probation at the school. He was only allowed to go to his dorm and classes for like a year. And he's been marked as a rapist on campus when no fucking evidence of anything turned up. They dropped everything. And now she's doing this art project in her master's class.
So she indisputably got it in the caboose.
Oh yeah,
No
indisputably.
question about that.
Took it in the shitter.
And she's saying she didn't give the nod.
Yeah, She's trying to claiming that. Well, she just had buyer's remorse afterwards.
It happens.
Yeah, it does.
And back to the mattress. I get the symbolism, but why would you punish yourself by carrying around a friggin' mattress? It's awful, dude.
I'll tell you why. Attention.
I know.
It's attention seeking.
But here's the thing. Why don't I'll go back to the box spring thing. It's so much easier with a box spring. Mattress.
But
it's oblong.
She doesn't want it to be easy, Jay. She wants people to see her having to struggle, pick it up the stairs.
That weight. I'm
That's
carrying
the thing.
that weight. She gonna take it to her job in the fall too? Is she gonna keep
Right, gonna
carrying
go to-
that weight?
Go to work with it. Well, what did she get a degree in art? You said
That is so annoying.
Her
What
job.
an annoying protest. My God, that's annoying.
How big is it? Wouldn't you get like the smallest twin bed you could find? Like the lightest? Looks like
I'd get an air mattress.
I would too. Yeah, you still get the symbolism, right?
Yeah. No, I go
Would
back
you?
to the box spring. It's so much. God.
Oh, you've got other students helping you carry it.
Exactly.
Such champions for the cause. We won't put up with them.
We're
Full
against
on-
rape.
I'm proving that I'm
Look at us.
against rape. Look at this nerd guy.
I'm on the
here.
right side of things. I'm against rape.
Yeah, look at the guy.
Way to
that's
take a stand, Carl. You've done well.
this douchebag.
That's what you would look like, E, if you wore shorts.
I
right
wouldn't-
there.
No.
Yes, he would.
I don't know.
Then wear shorts, dude.
I wear them when I go outside in the summer. I don't wear them inside. I don't
I've
like
never
wearing
seen him in
inside.
shorts.
That chick right there likes taking it in the shitter.
Yes, she does.
Right there.
Well, no, she
loves
thought
it in the shitter.
Well,
She thought she might.
Thought she might.
Yeah, she had doubts later, but there was a time
This
when
dude is
dudes were getting in there.
this dude is so just doing this to get laid.
Yeah,
Which I mean, I don't blame him, but he looks like kind of like
might want to leave that one alone. That could pose problems months down the road.
4 months later. Hey,
Yeah.
by the way,
Yeah, that flower will bloom in the spring. Don't touch it. Run from that poison ivy right there.
she got fucked in the ass.
Yes, she did.
Man, that it's just strange, dude, to be carrying around a mattress.
Oh, Scotty!
I know. Jay's really hung up on the mattress.
Stupid.
I am. I'm picturing this. Walking around campus.
I hope this guy cleans up. I hate things like that where people go public with people's names.
Yeah, that's
This
his
guy-
life, man.
This guy is marked a fucking rapist, period. I don't care how this story plays out, how innocent he is. The facts are, who gives a shit what the facts are? She's getting a standing ovation from we won't stand
Right.
for
For
rape.
what?
on our
and he's at the
campus.
same commencement, about
Yeah.
to walk across the same stage
His
without a
parents
mattress.
flew in from Germany to go to this ceremony, and they
Can
had
you
to
see
be-
that? What's with the girl with the mattress?
I
no
crazy.
idea.
I don't know. No, crazy college kids. What are you gonna do? I heard that chick takes it in the ass. By the way, Ma, stay away from her.
God,
She's one of those girls.
how?
Yeah, think about that. I mean, you've done the graduation, the walk. Imagine that. What a walk of shame that would be.
Yeah.
And you think about how guys are and girls in college. You party like crazy. You do crazy things. And then all of a sudden you get bit in the ass like months later by some chick you think is your friend who you're still conversing with. And all of a sudden these come out of nowhere. And it's probably one of those where it starts snowballing. All of a sudden she's getting attention she's never gotten.
Yeah.
Talk of the campus. And all of a sudden you're just some dude and people are trying to get your picture and post it. And here he is. Here's the guy. And you're fucked. This guy's trying to get jobs now in New York, and it's like people won't even talk to
You're
him.
convinced nothing happened, huh?
Absolutely convinced. Yeah.
Well, he's convinced that that it happened. The sex happened.
Oh,
but
yeah.
but
well,
it was
nothing
consent.
happened
right.
in terms of a rape.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just so easy to make that claim, and it
It is, but you're completely convinced.
I am. Yeah, and the police department was convinced as well, and so was the campus. They were convinced as well.
They're
there
not
was no
necessarily
wrongdoing.
convinced. Charges are not brought because they don't think that they can prove beyond a reasonable doubt.
Yeah, because of the evidence that they had, like his phone with all the texts that they did say were legit. These were not doctored. It's I don't know.
I'm
Maybe
not so readily gonna dismiss her.
full of
rape
shit.
I
Full
don't,
of shit.
I don't like her carrying around a mattress. I have a bigger problem with that.
Yeah, she loves it in the ass, and then she wants guys to pay for it later. I'm sorry. That's what I see happen. Sorry.
Sorry.
I agree.
E agrees. I got E on board.
I haven't read any.
I got one. Kadog.
haven't-
Is she full of shit, Kadog?
I haven't read any of the articles, but Mike's word is good enough for me.
Yeah, I'm on Mike's side with this. In fact, I would actually, if I was the guy, I would have brought a blow-up doll across the stage when I
That'd be a
graduated
good
With
point.
a blown out asshole.
just to protest her protest.
That's a good
Just
point.
attached
Yeah.
to your front.
And if I was a rapist, I would rape her on her own mattress that she's carrying around, just as an extra little fuck you.
Tackle her at night.
If I was
Yeah.
a rapist.
Um,
I mean, it's like, well, this is awfully convenient, and
Whoa.
I would just take advantage of the
Oh
situation.
man.
that was Kadog talking. Just to
Yeah.
let you know,
Rubbing
I
salt
really
in the
don't.
wound.
I don't. Wow.
You don't condone that, E, for the record?
Gotta be
Oh,
honest,
he's
I
against
don't.
rape. Let
He's
the
against
record
rape.
reflect.
He's like that guy. See, he's like the guy with the shorts on. That's what I said.
Here I am. I don't support rape at all on my campus.
I don't support what Kadog just said.
He just said he stated a fact that I think we could all agree with. If I was a rapist and someone brought their own mattress to the party,
I'm with him.
I'm
why not use it?
I am not.
I don't stand for rape at all. Not on my watch.
Helm Law wants to let you know that in addition to divorce, they also handle criminal matters. Attorney David Helm started his practice at the Livingston County Prosecutor's Office and is now dedicated to making sure every person labeled, quote, defendant receives fair treatment. So whether you are leaving your children in the car, mouthing off to a cop, putting it in a chick's ass, or you have your hands full on a bus, Helm Law can help. Call them at 248-679-8804 or go online at helmlawpc.com to set up your free consultation. Tell them you support the Detroit Cast. Hold on, E. You get 15% off.
Why would
Go ahead and criticize.
Why would putting it? Why would just or if you put it in a chick's ass? Why would
Well,
you
if
have
she
that-
came back
I
months
was
later,
referring to the story we just did, E. That was a tie-in.
Oh, thanks.
a callback, if you will.
It's what they call it in the business that you've been in for 14 years.
14
And I've been
now,
in for
is it?
one.
Now
You ever done a callback?
I've done it on stage before.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
So not well.
Speaking of rape, and I kind of feel like rape should be reserved for
Really hot chicks.
right. That's where I was going with that.
no, that I'm in favor of.
Oh, he's in favor of raping hot chicks.
As long as they're
That
hot,
was
they
E
better
that
be
said that.
hot.
Nice, E.
He
Oh,
just
wow,
declared
what a
that
monster.
on the record.
Monster.
He just declared that he's in favor of rape of hot chicks. Good job, E. Nice.
Well, if you're gonna rape them, they better be hot. You don't want to rape down.
I think of Bill Cosby and the allegations against him as like classic
Did
rape.
you see?
I mean, that's like first ballot Hall of Fame rape jobs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you're drugging chicks and then waiting till they're knocked out and then raping them,
Yeah.
first ballot Hall of Fame rape, right?
Pretty good rape. Yeah.
Did you see real quick? Did you see that like kind of minute or so that he was on some sort of interview and they asked him the question and he answered, but the answer had nothing to do with it. It was just
You want to find that? Maybe we can play that in a second. I don't know if you saw that.
No,
Jay.
I
It's
didn't.
really weird. And I don't know if this dude's just like getting. I mean, how old is he now? 70 something?
No, I think he's 80s.
Is he? I thought he was like 77.
Okay, you're right. Probably. You've read more about him than me.
No,
You know what I'm thinking of? I'm thinking of my father-in-law, Paul, who sort of looks like the white version of Bill Cosby to me. So that's
wait,
why
I thought we declared
80s.
he looked like someone else.
Jerry Tarkanian.
Yeah, the shark.
Yeah.
So does that mean there's a resemblance to the Tark and the Kaz?
Well,
or do they need Paul there
maybe.
to make that connection?
Yeah, you need the connection. He's the missing link. So he used to wear those sort of sweaters like the Kaz.
Did he chew on a towel?
No.
No.
So he didn't have that link to the Tark, but he's Armenian like the Tark. So
Yeah.
looked like
Is the Tark Armenian?
Yeah,
I didn't know.
Tarkanian.
Tarkanian.
Anything with IAN at the end is pretty much Armenian.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, that seems like first ballot Hall of Fame rape to me, like Kaz. Now we've got more outrage. I don't. You probably don't watch Game of Thrones. You have cable. You don't.
I don't have cable, Mike.
You don't.
so that's
thought
mean
you
he
did.
does or doesn't have HBO.
I'm familiar with the concept of a show called Game of Thrones.
Right.
I think
E,
it
do
takes
you watch
place
it?
in medieval times.
Medieval times.
No.
Exactly.
I never got into it.
I haven't either. I'm getting into this point where I like shows to like finish and then I'll start at the beginning and watch them all. in like a weekend.
That's a good point. That's somewhat binge watching is way better.
I'm way into binge watching. I don't know why this idea of like waiting a week and then waiting for 4 months for the new season just sucks.
Dude, once that concept of, I'm not that it wasn't out there, but once it became available to just quote unquote binge watch shows, it is so much better. Just a roll
yeah, that's
through
what
'em.
Mike just said.
I know. I'm just,
But quite succinctly, actually.
Yeah.
fuck you. I don't care.
Well, Game of Thrones has taken some serious heat today. They had a rape scene in Sunday's episode. You want to see the scene?
Sure.
I wanted you guys to see it.
Rival gang members shoot it out.
Oh, Kadog. Oh, Kadog. What are you playing over there? Well, you get that queued up, K-Dog. So audience members have expressed their disapproval since this scene aired. Senator Claire McCaskill, Democrat from Missouri, she claims in a Twitter post that she was done with the show. I'm done with this show. The episode concluded with a wedding between characters Ramsay Bolton. And honestly, I'll admit, I don't watch this show. Beth watches this show. I hear amazing things about this show. I hear it's unbelievably good. So anyway, they had this marriage between like an evil guy and a good chick.
Okay.
That's kind of the backstory there in the scene. Ramsay sexually assaults her while he forces a third character to watch. And I don't know what his connection is, but okay, I'm done with Game of Thrones, she wrote. Gratuitous rape scene, disgusting and unacceptable. It was a rocky ride that just ended. The feminist culture website Mary Sue considered, they said that they will no longer publish what it considered promotional posts about Game of Thrones. Oh, so they do a blog on their feminist bullshit website, and they're not going to do that anymore to promote the show. The show that's got 20 million viewers needs some feminist website to go, oh my God, I'm nerding out about last night's Game of Thrones. It was sweet.
They've really got the show on their heels, don't they?
Yeah, the show's going to be scrambling. So anyway, here's the scene. What is playing, Kadog?
I have no idea.
He's probably got his shit playing.
Mine's not hooked into anything.
All right, back it up, K-Dog.
So these two are just newly married, these two characters?
Yep. So he just told him to watch. I told you to watch.
We've known Sansa since she was a girl. Now watch her become a woman.
Brutal, violent rape here.
You just married this chick.
Yeah.
Happy marriage.
Congress.
Getting off on the right foot.
Yep.
So this third party is standing off the side, crying, weeping.
Because he's not
weeping.
Because he's not able to join the fun, I guess.
Was that bad?
The violent rape that took place on that show.
They didn't show anything
Inexcusable.
but her being bent over, and then they show the third guy just
Crying.
weeping.
With some sound
let's
effects.
admit it's a weep.
It was.
It's more than a cry. It's a
it
weep.
wasn't a sob, but it was
a weep.
more than a cry. More than a It was definitely a weep. That's a good call. I expected to see some chick being thrown through the room and punched in the face,
labia bruised.
Absolutely.
Majora and Menorah.
Yeah, both. But that seemed like, as far as like violent rape scenes go, and
I don't know how less violent a rape scene could get, honestly.
I know. I was thinking the same thing. I didn't want to say it. Like, am I a monster for going, yeah, when I think of a violent rape scene, that's not what I think of. And the fact is, that's a TV show. Like, do we really want to start holding accountable television shows based in medieval times that show brutal beheadings and death and rape? This is not new to them. Genital mutilation is common on that show. I know.
Now you've piqued my interest.
I know. It's a badass show from what I hear. Yet this is going to set off all the groups. We're not going to stand for
is
this.
this like
Jay.
a last straw kind of thing? Has this been building up where I don't know anything about the show, so it must have, right? Because that was not like, I'm done with the show.
I think
can't believe what they've done here.
From reading, I think these were popular characters, and I'm totally speaking out of school here because admittedly I haven't watched this show, but apparently that chick married this guy who's a bad guy. She's a good girl, but it's a power play of some sort that she's trying to gain power. So there's probably going to be a conclusion to that relationship that goes poorly for him. Who knows?
There must be some emotional tie to her that viewers.
Yeah, she's a very popular character.
Because I didn't find that upsetting.
I didn't either.
I mean, the concept of a woman being yes, that's bad.
Yeah,
but
if she's hot enough, though, as he said, he's cool with that. If she's hot enough,
any hot chick deserves to be raped.
I didn't say deserves.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
I said you just
we
don't
go
want to
back
rape
and listen
down.
to it. You don't want to rape down, right? No, you don't want to rape at all. But say what you will, whatever. That's like going back to Roots, the movie Roots, and going, that slavery scene was outrageous. Like, really, do we really want to take artistic pieces of?
Maybe this was really gratuitous, though. Like, we don't know the full context of the show.
Does it?
So
what
we
does
might
that
be
matter?
Speaking out of turn. Like, if this is happening every week and it's just really, I don't know.
I don't think that is happening every week. I think there's brutal shit happening every week. That's the nature of the show. It's a brutal show. It's on a paid channel on cable. There's clearly an audience for it. It's getting 20 million views every week. And you do have an on-off switch on your TV. If you don't like it, just shut it off.
Right.
Go watch something else.
Yeah, and there's typically all sorts of nudity on there and shit, right?
Yes,
sure.
I know.
None shown there.
Yeah. There was no nudity. All that you saw was him like rip open the back
of her dress, bend her over,
Yeah.
and then we see weeping.
Yeah. God, clothes sucked back then.
Yeah, corsets and shit.
Yeah. It all looks so heavy and uncomfortable.
Yeah, the Iron Maiden.
Mm-hmm.
Did you want to see that Bill Cosby thing or no?
Sure. Him breaking his silence, Jay. I don't know if you saw this.
No, I didn't see
The other
this.
day, he was it on Nightline or?
Yeah, I think so.
He broke his silence finally about the rape allegations.
Oh, okay. This will be good.
Yeah.
A young person comes up to you and says, my mom says you've done some bad things. How will you answer them? If they are pressing you, are you guilty? Did you do it? Are the allegations true?
It's a lot there.
I am prepared to tell this young person the truth about life. I'm not sure that they will come like that. I think that many of them say, well, you're a hypocrite. You say one thing, you say the other. My point is, okay, listen to me carefully. I'm telling you where the road is out. I'm telling you where, as you're driving, you're going to go into water, and it looks like it might only be 3 inches deep, but you and your car are going to go down. Now, you want to go here, or you want to be concerned about who's giving you the message?
Well, no, that was
cleared that
What
up.
an asshole. Every time that guy talks, he wants to be the smartest guy in the room, right?
Is there anything more annoying than that?
Oh, just the way he slowly chooses his words, his body language. Oh, I've always hated that about him.
Yeah. What the hell was he trying
The
to
way he
even say
develops
there?
even his comedy, you're like, oh, this is going to be great. And then it's just, no, that wasn't even that funny, dude.
Yeah.
And I harken back. What was that? Jimmy Kimmel or?
Oh, no. What are you talking-
Dude, Jimmy Fallon. Remember that maybe 6 months ago when we saw him on Fallon?
yeah,
And it was like retarded.
Playing
Just retarded
with the
bullshit.
pens and the
Yeah, and Fallon's like trying to help him out of it, and he just kept digging back into. This dude's a mess.
Well, what about?
man.
I mean, we talked about it that day that Mike was gone. That when the person yelled out, "Hey, what about the rape allegations?" And guys,
Into the
don't
mic.
just let him. We'll get him. Blah, blah. Don't worry. We're here to enjoy my gift or
Yeah,
whatever.
my gift. That was his quote. We're here to enjoy my gift.
So just don't worry. We'll get him. You know,
Yeah.
we still need to. God, we need to find one of his. I actually have looked a few times since then to try to see when one of these is remotely close to us, because I seriously would love to go to one and just
I
yell
thought his
that out.
tour wrapped up or was wrapping up.
There was dates that were places that he was supposed to come, but the dates were never. As far as the ones that were even remotely close to us, they never announced a date. They just kept saying it was going to be there, but I never saw a date. I've looked a few times.
That was such an annoying answer by him. The problem with her question is she tried to do it in a creative way by posing, well, what if a young person comes to you?
Right.
And it allowed him to escape by saying, well, I don't think a young person would come to me like that. I would give advice to a young person this way. It's like either A, he's just completely changing the subject and trying to escape from it,
Totally.
likely.
Yeah.
Or B, he's a fucking ignorant ass and completely missed the point of that question.
See, the thing is,
There's no
Either
way
way, he sucks.
There's no way he missed the point of that question. He avoided that question.
So that was a
And
shitty
said
way to ask it.
nothing.
Have some balls and ask him the question.
Yeah.
See,
the
I
question, the elephant in the room, no matter what room he's in, there's
Instead of allowing him to then espouse how he's taught so many young people so many things, and that's his concern, is to lead them away from trouble and this and that. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Did you rape these chicks or not? What's your comment on that?
Yeah. Are they all liars?
Yeah.
You're going to slander those women? And why would she let that stand and go?
That's it? There's no
okay.
follow-up there?
I mean, don't you think as an attorney, would you dive
As
all
a human
over that?
being.
I know, but in a setting
as
like
someone
that,
conversing with someone, you go,
wait a
oh,
minute.
wait, so no, let's go back to the rape allegations.
Mm-hmm.
What say you?
Yeah. And go.
Right.
I mean, that just seems like a no-brainer. What was it, like one of those like strict rules in the interview process? You get one question about the rape and that's it. No further. We will end the interview.
Maybe
They should, and then wow,
and
you're
they
right.
do
Close them
try
all-
to put stuff on you like that.
Well,
like
then-
which it makes it really uncomfortable because a lot of times they won't tell you, and we've canceled interviews over this, where you've promoted an interview, and then it's like, oh my God, I can't believe that we happen to be talking to this guy this week and he just made humongous news for blah 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 whatever, and it's like, oh, by the way, I've got so and so on hold for you, we'll put him through in a second, absolutely no questions about the rape
Blah, blah, blah.
allegation, or we will disconnect and it's like, okay, wait a minute, I'm not going to tell my guys not to ask that question. They're going to look like assholes to their audience if they don't ask that question. So how about we don't even do the interview then? Because we're not going to abide by those rules, was usually the attitude that you had to take with them, because it's like, there's no fucking way.
Yeah.
So how do you not have a follow-up question if you're her and go, wait a minute, that's all cute what you just said, but that totally evaded what I asked you. How about those rape allegations? And then put him on the spot 20 times. Like you said, he's the smartest guy in every room he's in.
Sure.
So
asshole.
Unbelievable.
I think this tour, maybe you said like it wrapped up, but I think it's probably wrapped up, dude. Like he can say, remember how he kind of said he was just going to keep pressing on, but the same 5 dates are here on the Ticketmaster thing that have been here since whenever it was, and they keep saying TBA on his website now.
Were those ones that he canceled earlier in the tour?
I don't think so. But because I saw maybe they weren't. One of them, but I don't think so, because one on here does say canceled, and the rest just keep saying TBA. And if you go to his actual website now, there's no sign of, upcoming dates.
How could you? What an absolute narcissist.
The arrogance.
But he continue with a tour through all that
to do comedy.
Go crawl under a rock and enjoy the millions that you've amassed.
Yeah,
and got away with
millions.
Yeah, and got away with, apparently.
Yeah,
due to statutes of limitation.
What do you think that is? He doesn't want to sit at home with his wife, who's just reading him the riot act every night. It's like, I'd rather be on the road than deal with
fucking ego. The people need me.
Yeah, but he was off
it's his gift, Mike.
It is his
but
gift.
he was off the road for 30 years. I mean, Cosby, not 30 years, but he was not like a touring comic that you had to go see.
Well, did this precede that, or was this a reaction to him getting back on the road and being back in the public eye that these started coming out? I don't remember how that
No,
unfolded.
it was the other comic.
That's right. Yeah,
that was doing a show, I think, in Philly, his hometown, Cosby's hometown.
And so the Cosby tour was just coincidental
that he was on tour. But Cosby, like Barkley, is not afraid to take shots at the black community about pull your pants up, talk right, you know, Cosby's one of those kind of guys. So he irritates people. And I think it was one of those that what's his name? The other comic.
I'm trying to
Hannibal something.
Hannibal. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Lecter-y?
No,
Search
but
Hannibal
it
Lecter-y.
it's not
I think that's
Hannibal.
it.
I know it's
No,
not
I think it
Hannibal.
might be.
It's
Search
Hannibal
it.
Burris.
Yeah.
I think it's Hannibal Burris.
It is.
Or Lecter.
Plaxico Burris or Hannibal Lecter. I'm not sure. One of the two.
Pick one, Jay. I don't care.
Google those. I'm sure it's one of those.
No, okay, I will.
But I think he
Later.
was making fun of that. You know, like, yeah, I don't pull my pants up, cause that's true, but at least I don't rape chicks.
Right.
And that kind of
Yeah.
took off and went viral, and then all these chicks got their sea legs about him, and 40 of them now have come out.
Damn.
Even ones like Kathy Gifford, who are like, I think he looked at me funny one time in the
Right.
bar.
Yeah.
Does
same
that
with
count? Can I lump myself in with the crew? He tried to kiss
Ferrigno's
me.
wife. That was Ferrigno's wife too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were
Right.
playing pool and he tried to kiss me.
Yeah. Oh, outrage. Rapist. It's like, all right.
He
now
tried to
we're
kiss
just
a dude
piling on.
playing pool last weekend.
Oh,
Are you going to get a rape allegation out of that?
You should.
Uh.
I haven't played pool in years, so I don't know what you're
Way
talking
to
about.
evade. Whatever. Foosball.
Well, he
Whatever
can't
game
say-
you were playing
No,
when you
he
tried to
gave
kiss
us.
that guy.
He gave a
He's
fact
mad
out
at
there.
that's what he's mad about. That fact that he was playing pool.
Yeah.
Not the kissing the guy part.
Whatever you
Interesting.
want.
I was not
Yep.
playing pool, Jay. That's a lie.
Exactly.
I was playing ping pong.
When I tried to make out with that guy who didn't want it.
Table tennis.
As it were.
Are there a lot of rape stories today?
There are.
Is it just me? I didn't
I
realize there
kind
were
of
so
had
many
them all
rape
lined
stories.
up and figured you'd pull them out and chuck them if you didn't want them, but wanted you to have them all.
Thank you. I appreciate that. This story I found disturbing. Finally, someone died. This is great news. A woman died, former nurse, who spent 42 years in a brain dead coma.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow.
After she was brutally raped and
what's
strangled.
he, 34? So
5.
eight more years till he's there.
Yeah. If you started at birth
Oh.
and just stayed in a vegetative state.
31.
Well, yeah. I see what you did
Wow,
there.
dude, the pot.
That went
called-
right over my head, Jay.
Who
My
the hell
bad.
are you talking?
I apologize.
Who the hell are you to talk about it? Jesus.
Mike ruined
What?
my joke.
I did. I'm
You
sorry.
ruined my E is
That's on
brain
me.
dead joke.
That's my bad.
Can't you just play along, man?
That's on me. That's
Why'd
my
you have to
bad.
step
I'm gonna
on
own
that?
that one. I'm gonna own
You
that
stepped
one.
all over it.
It was my bad.
Start quibbling with how old he really is. Come on, man. That was the double part of that joke. I put 2 more years on his age, and I called him brain dead since birth. You're fucked up both, man.
I know. That's my bad.
You actually put 3 years on because I'm 31.
Can we take care of that in post?
No, because then we missed this fine exchange. That's my bad. I own
okay.
that.
I forgive you, man.
Thank you. It's been a long day and it's really late. So Aruna Shanbog she finally passed away from pneumonia at the age of 67, more than 4 decades after this horrid night she had back in November of 1973 when she was attacked by a sweeper, a mopper, as you were. You're familiar with the line of work, at a hospital in Mumbai. This guy wrapped a chain around her neck as he sodomized her in a vacant canine experiment room where she had gone to change.
Fucking Christ, dude.
After doing his time in prison, he was allowed to change his name and disappear, while his victim lived the rest of her life, often in howling pain, bent in half on a bed. Yeah,
I really.
See her there?
What, E?
I just really.
Into the mic. You have a thought. We need to hear it.
I really hope that I'm right about heaven and hell. I really hope that that people like this do end up actually paying for it more than on this planet. It's the only
Brutal,
way
isn't it?
honestly, it's the only way that stuff doesn't get to me more, because I really truly believe that those people pay later.
It's the only way that stuff doesn't get to me more. It's the only way I don't go,
gosh, fuck.
doesn't get
I'm
to him
serious, dude.
So this journalist, Pinky
Fuck.
Varani, took up Aruna's cause and managed to get euthanasia.
Pinky?
Pinky, I know.
Pinky in the brain.
Used
The hell does that mean?
No one will fucking.
It's a cartoon
from Animaniacs.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Take up this cause, managed to get euthanasia made legal in India in rare cases, though in a bitter irony, the Supreme Court denied Aruna had a right to have her life ended in 2011 in a judgment.
There they are.
This lady.
Yeah, there's Pinky in the brain.
That's a great show.
Ms. Varani said that when the sweeper, attacked her, he used a dog chain. He was sodomizing her at the time. He pushed her down on all fours in the twisting of the, so he's twisting the dog chain, which cut off the blood to her brain, knocked out 90% of its function, her sight, her speech, all her vital functions.
Fuck.
After she was attacked, he left her for dead with the chain around her neck. She was found that way the next morning.
How long was he in jail? Does it say?
7 years.
Are you fucking kidding me?
What?
It's India, man.
What? You asshole.
Yeah, I don't even think rape's barely illegal there.
Yeah, it must have been the chain around the neck, the attempted murder.
Right, it wasn't.
No, I'll tell you what it was. Well, they said she was pretty much catatonic all the time. Her head would flop up and down because she had lost control. Her eyes slowly would open, but they were unseeing. There were, we know what that's like. They have
dark,
cold,
soulless eyes.
soulless, dead eyes. It's creepy. It's scary, is what it is. There were some days when her head would loll from side to side when she was in some pain, not to be confused with the nod.
Right.
When she would menstruate, she would scream in agony.
What?
Well, you should scream in agony if you're just bleeding at time from an orifice in your body.
Yeah.
That should be agonizing.
Jesus. Gross.
Excuse me, be right back.
Why would they sound like me?
I don't know. Just kind of bitchy and whiny at that time of the month. I imagine they'd all sound like that. Excuse me, I'll be right back.
No, my voice is now just
Need a new one.
Whatever.
Ma, get down here. She's bleeding out. Nana won't stop stinking. What's up, E?
Nothing.
All right. I organized so this reporter goes on. I organized for her teeth to be looked at because they were rotting and falling out of her head, and then just falling onto the bed.
Dude,
she even swallowed one. Not the reporter. Yeah, the former nurse. Dude. She hadn't been treated properly in the area where she was sodomized. She's in the same hospital this dude raped her in. Same hospital for 42 years.
What did they do? Just throw her in a bed and sit her there?
Sort of.
Say, well,
they unwrapped the chain and just moved her to the next room.
And teeth are falling out of her head. She swallowed one of them.
Oh,
just laying in the bed. Yeah. She had bad malaria one time. She tried to track down the man responsible for leaving her in a permanent vegetative state.
She did?
Not her. No, the reporter.
All right.
I knew you were going to ask that as soon as I started saying it.
Well, that's how you said it. That's how it sounded.
She tried to track him down. She didn't get very far.
She rolled over and
failed miserably.
She made it 2 feet.
Choked on her own tooth.
She found out this Wall Mickey was his name.
Really?
Yeah, this is his last name. I'm not even trying to pronounce his first name.
That's his first name, you
Bob Wall Mickey.
John. Yeah, little Bob Wall Mickey. He'd not even been charged with rape to protect his victim's modesty.
Oh.
He had been convicted of attempted murder and robbery because he stole a watch and her earrings, too.
Jesus.
I don't know if that's trophies that he was collecting. Why would you steal her earrings?
God. Maybe they're diamond studs. I don't know, Mike. To move those things.
And I'm not trying to blame the victim here.
But yeah, we already heard about her butt.
Right. Why?
Dude.
But why did he attack her?
Jay's being an asshole today.
Why did he attack her?
Why?
Well, he was 25, and apparently he attacked her because she had accused him of stealing the food of the dogs used in the medical experiments, and she threatened to report him.
So he was going to show her.
Yeah.
By
treating her like a dog.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? There was no missionary going on there.
I do know what you mean, Jay.
So he served 7 years in prison, changed his name, moved on, works in another hospital. Just smooth sailing. The police said if we don't have a photo, they didn't even have a photo of this guy on file.
Why would you? Photo. That's not important.
Yeah, what can we do? That was it. Aruna was from a poor family who tried to get some compensation for what had happened to her. They couldn't support her themselves. After a time, family members who came to visit her in the hospital were simply told to just go away. Go away. You can't afford to do anything for her anyways. She's full. She's been eating her teeth all day. Just leave. We got this shit.
She rolled over today. She's got it.
The malaria is doing nicely. Don't worry about it. My feelings are not mixed at all. This reporter says, I'm very relieved. There's no point in pretending I'm sad for Aruna. She is no longer in pain. It is the pain she has endured since that night. If there is a hell, she was in it. Hundreds gathered to bid her farewell.
Oh, poor Aruna. That's brutal.
why wouldn't you just like walk into that room and boom? Why would you, dude? Don't ever let me suffer for like 5 minutes.
Oh, you wouldn't have you wouldn't be able to hang on.
I wouldn't have the intestinal fortitude.
Your life force.
He almost gave up the other day when he choked on water.
Yeah.
Your life force would just be like, that's it.
It's going to run the first chance it gets. My life force. It's gone.
Gone.
Yeah.
Into oblivion.
So you'd rather if Gab somehow viciously sodomized you after a dog chain choking, you'd be okay with just sitting and rotting in a bed, swallowing your own teeth for 42 years?
I'd be fighting it. Yeah.
You would? You just
fight
keep
it all the way.
hanging on.
Fight it all the way.
Oh, I'm checking out first instant I get. As soon as I get in the bed.
Yep.
There goes me.
Life force.
Ooh, it looked like he was going to make a full recovery. What happened? Oh, he gave up. No, he's no longer with us.
He fell down the stairs and gave up.
No,
He tripped.
Fell off the couch.
He
It wasn't
mildly
even that
tripped,
serious. I mean, his injuries were
stubbed his toe, and he said, "That's it."
No, his life force just gave up, flew away. We literally watched it fly out the window.
We're not to get.
We didn't even tuck him fully into the bed. His life force just went and just zipped out the window, gone.
Went out to take the trash. He fell in that pothole in your driveway and just
That pothole, by the way,
it's adorable.
It's
isn't it?
not
Look at
open and
that proof.
obvious. It is not. It's so dark out there. It's right outside
Yeah.
your door, dude.
There's two
This-
of them. What are you talking about? I thought you were talking about the big one at the end of the
This
driveway.
could this could be a good thing. I'm waiting for one of you guys to roll your ankle and then sue me for $5 million.
Let's be honest here, E. The one at the end of the driveway is the pothole. This one's the sinkhole.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
The sinkhole is
Yeah.
developing nicely, dude.
He's
I know.
right. You have a pothole and a sinkhole in
Well, it's because you guys keep driving these big heavy machines in the driveway.
my
You're ruining
Malibu.
it. Jay's giant truck.
And his car that's a fucking like a little bug.
Well, over time, it's like anything. Over
Yeah.
time, you guys in and out, in and out, in and out. E just hanging his head out the window and wailing down my driveway.
Hey, Zot Ford needs your trade-in, speaking of cars. For a limited time, Zot Ford is conducting a special key for key event. During this event, you can exchange your current vehicle for a brand new 2015 Ford without spending a dime out of your pocket. Also, they may be able to match or lower your monthly payment. Zot Ford is authorized to assist you in terminating the remainder of your loan or lease, no matter what you owe. You give them the keys to your current vehicle, and they will give you the keys to a brand new 2015. Plus, as an added bonus, Zot Ford will make your first month's payment up to $500. You can only do this at Zot Ford, and you can only do it during the month of May. So get there.
Toiks. We haven't talked about Toiks in a while, and I don't have a Toik today to talk about, but it's kind of in that category. We got an employee at a ranch for boys with behavioral problems.
Jesus.
It's one of those Boysville type places. There's a chick, she's been accused of having sex with like 5 of the juveniles.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So far, so good.
Catherine Estep is her name. She lives in Utah. She's charged with 5 counts of forcible sodomy, 7 counts of sexual abuse of a minor after engaging in sex acts with the young men at the Journey Impact Ranch. The facility is now in the process of moving all 13 boys they currently house to different facilities. She banged 5 of the 13.
Man, what about those other
Well,
guys?
she had limited time.
Right.
The words forcible and abuse, I think, are wrong there. I'm
Yeah.
not sure why those are included in those phrases.
I don't know. Yeah, there are certain people you could use those terms for when it's a chick attacking a
But these guys are all what,
preteen or
16, you said?
yeah, 15, 16. I mean, this is a dream come true. They're in trouble. They're so grounded that they're not even grounded at their own house.
Maybe.
Yeah,
maybe.
I know. I was gonna get there.
Maybe this is.
This is more of a toss-up now.
But if you're confined to a room with 13 boys and this chick just walks in and goes, "Who needs a blowjob?"
Well, yeah, if you are talking about a blowjob, it's one thing. Like a blowjob, you could just close your eyes,
She
man.
walks in with her tinted prescription lenses there and her
looks like
sexy haircut,
bangs.
Oh.
Can we see a bottom half?
I don't think.
I imagine it
I guess
doesn't get a lot
matter
thinner.
to the
Right,
story.
I don't
The
think-
story only involved the top half, but
I don't think it's gonna get any better.
no.
Yeah, it's not going to come together nicely in the second half.
I'm guessing it's a pair. I'm guessing it's a pair. So
Yeah, I'm imagining
Fat.
Yeah, it's just going to keep going out.
Right,
It's
just
just
kinda-
going to keep extending.
kind of the weeble wobble effect.
Yeah. Doesn't
Yeah.
need
That
legs.
hair, could that hair be any nattier? It's so gross.
Yeah.
Could be. I'm looking at some that is a bit nattier than that.
Ugh.
What are you
Yeah.
talking about, you son of a bitch?
Yeah.
The rain-soaked possum on your head. I don't know.
I'm getting a guy.
She would. They said Dominic Ludwig, who was one of the kids that was staying there that didn't bang this chick.
Oh, now there's a crime.
He says he was not one of the ones assaulted, but he described the woman as lenient to a fault. She would let us do whatever we wanted, pretty much.
Yeah, sounds like it. Hey, I'm gonna throw my cock in your mouth. Okay, yeah, sure, go ahead.
Well,
don't you think?
Go ahead.
Don't you think the problem with a move like that, if you're going to be that chick and you're in an authority role, like all of your power play is gone when you put out for one of the boys?
Oh my God, yeah.
Like, no one's going to respect you after that.
At that point, they own you. They can do whatever they want, or it's like, I come forward.
They've put their genitals in your mouth.
Yeah. And vagine. I don't know.
I would say all authority is pretty much gone. Yeah.
I mean, that's the problem with these school cases when this happens. Like you've just given a 15-year-old boy absolute power in this situation. In a situation where a teacher needs to have power to rule that classroom or this juvie detention center, you've given all your power away. In one foul blowjob, you've given all your power to a 15-year-old.
She's going to sit there. She's going to sit there and be like, come on, you need to be quiet.
Shape up over there.
Didn't I have my dick in your mouth?
And then you can do whatever you want.
Right.
I'm getting tired of your mouth. I'm thinking that ass looked pretty good. I think I'm going back door tonight. She's like, you will not. Oh, will I not?
Oh, really?
Oh, won't I? Yeah, I don't think it's going to play out well for her.
This lady's pretty tall, by the way, too. 6 taller than me.
Is she really?
I mean, oh,
Dude,
man, unless that's
is
inches.
it possible this is a tranny? Because the more I look at this,
unless that's inches.
Oh my
It
God.
is inches.
Oh, Jesus, E. You thought she was 6'5"?
Yeah, maybe.
If you said that was a tranny, though.
Yeah, dude. Right. Cut her hair, right?
Yeah.
Trim it up on the sides a little bit.
Kind of looks like a dude.
Yeah.
Let me see if there's an
It looks
Adam's
like a dude
apple.
right there. Just how the time clock is kind of with it.
There's a lot of kind of those hard living chicks that just
you
can't tell. It's
hard living.
Looks a little leathery.
Yeah,
and a little worn out.
little gruff, maybe.
Yeah, there's just a certain category.
Life
was tough.
Life is beating her down quite a bit.
Yeah.
That face is. Yeah, it makes me think about people like this. That's like, what are they even doing here? Like, what does she wake up for in the morning? What possibly gets her out of bed in the morning? Your face is like
cigarettes and a cup of coffee.
Yeah. The prospect of blowing 15-year-olds later in the day.
Some Pall Mall 100s.
There you go.
Yeah. Looks like she's got a face that looks like it's talked back to many a man.
Oh my God.
I
was listening.
What?
I had nothing. I was nothing.
No, finish your thought.
No, it was just me listening to just more about me. When stories come up like this, and now I've been listening to so much of these past things, I just think of things in my head of funny things that were said. So it's not really funny now, but
that was
good
perfect.
I didn't want to tell you. I didn't want to fuck you. No. Yeah, to him. You mother. No.
You brought it up, but I made you finish your thought.
No, I said I didn't want to finish it. Fine. You know what? From now on, I'm never finishing my thought.
Then don't bring up a thought. Don't even pose a thought.
It just came out.
An audible anything ought not come out of that mouth unless you have something to add. Do you understand that?
No.
Because at any moment you could be told, finish your thought.
What he said.
I'm not gonna. No, you know what? I'm not gonna finish it. If I make a mistake and I realize I'm just gonna say no. I'm not finishing it.
He's about to take a knee because I am going to instruct you, sir, then not to open your mouth unless you have something to add. You got it?
I'm not gonna be fucking no. Fuck you.
Yeah, what he said.
Then expect next time you go, well,
no, I don't
for us to go finish your thought, you son of a bitch.
I don't have to finish shit.
If you start it, you have to finish it. If you start, you finish.
Oh, there goes the microphone on the side. Yep.
And we're taking a knee.
He's taking a knee, even before the break.
Yep.
We have
Before
half a
halftime.
show to go, and he's taking a knee. He's
Taking
hurting
a
the
knee.
show again.
Yep.
He's willing to do that.
You're hurting the fucking show, dude. Fuck you.
You know what?
Good one.
I need to. That was a good one.
Yeah, it was actually.
I know you are, but what am I?
You know what, dude? I'm gonna go back to that show that I couldn't say your name, And you guys, the idea that you guys are going to sit here and suggest that I ruin that when you two
You couldn't
did
say
it.
what? What couldn't you say?
Your name. I didn't say it.
That counts.
That does count.
I need to close out the Helm segment.
Oh, did
This
we open
segment has been brought to you by David Helm. He's probably sitting there going, those assholes. They never
forgot
closed
about
out my
me.
segment.
They
We didn't
forgot about
forget
it.
about you, David. We were just
You-
trying to get through a bunch of bullshit criminal stories.
He thought we turned off the lights and locked the door and
He
left him
did.
sitting in our office.
Don't worry, Dave. So remember, if you are a young, attractive female teacher who's eager to brighten her student's future, or one of these fine ladies that we just discussed, or you enjoy a good beer but can't seem to find the time to fix your taillight, call Helm Law 248-679-8804 or go online at helmlawpc.com, set up your free consultation, and receive a complimentary 6-ounce bottle of water. Tell them that you support the Detroitcast and receive 15% off as well. You know what? I found a use for the 6-ounce bottle of water.
You did?
I sent one with the sweet pie to school.
Oh, that's a perfect for sweet
The
pie.
sweet pie went to the Potter Park Zoo in Lansing.
Did she see an alpaca?
No.
Did she see a tiger?
She saw a spider monkey that she loved.
Ah, look at that proof.
Yeah, she saw a rhinoceros, she told me.
Yeah.
I think a lion or a tiger, one of the two.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was happy though. She got to go to the zoo.
She didn't go in any cages, did she?
No, she didn't. Check out this too. Russ and Manny.
Yeah.
Speaking of animals, they saved a baby bird today.
What?
Yeah.
How'd they do that?
We have an egress window going down to our basement, you know?
Yep.
Shit gets caught in there all the time. There'll be a muskrat down there.
Seriously?
There'll be snakes, all kinds of shit falls down there all the time. And there's a baby bird down there today. So Russ
They
exclaimed,
didn't touch it, did they?
They had to get it out, dude. The thing would have
the
freaking
mother's gonna
rotted
disown
down.
it. They murdered a bird today. The boys murdered a bird.
The mother's flying around chirping the whole time. Russ goes out there to get it, and he goes down there with gloves on. He's smart enough to put gloves on. He goes down there, and this bird comes swooping in at his head, trying to take it off. And so we send Manny out to protect him.
To keep guard?
Yeah.
No way.
So Manny's out there. 3 birds ended up coming at them. And they're
What?
freaking, yeah, they're freaking out. Russ is just trying to save the thing. So he gets it, he puts it out on the grass, and it hops away. And still the birds are coming at him, man.
Wow.
These 3 adult birds would not go away.
So what did he do? Was he swinging on them? On the birds?
No, yeah, he was just sort of like, shooing them away.
Yeah.
But they were coming in hard, dude, hard and fast, beaks open.
Really?
They were
How
pissed.
big were they?
They were like robins, full-size robins.
Wow.
Yeah, those sons of bitches.
And why didn't
Don't they
you
know
jump
we're
in
trying
there
to
and
help?
No, they don't.
Fuck, dude, I was filming it through the window.
Do you have film of it?
Gab does.
Oh.
Yeah, we were laughing at him.
Landscape?
We were laughing.
Yeah, did you film it in portrait or landscape?
It was landscape.
Okay. Yeah, I want to see that video. Did the mom they ignored that bird. That bird's dead on wherever it walked away
Probably.
to. Yeah.
Well, it's better than rotting in our window thing.
Oh. Yeah. Well, hopefully the mom picked it up. Probably not. Fingers
Probably not.
crossed, I
Well,
suppose.
Coyote's probably eating it right now.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's
It
the
happens.
circle of life.
Didn't die on
right.
our watch.
Well, responsible for the death, but
There's the Potter Park Zoo.
look at that big tiger.
I didn't even know there was a zoo in Lansing.
Yeah.
Apparently it's pretty small and whatever, but
I hear it's a nice zoo though.
really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it is small.
Yeah.
It's easy to
That's what I like
navigate.
about Toledo. If you ever go to Toledo Zoo, it's
Yeah.
all right there.
Yep. I do hear the nice things about the Potter Park Zoo. I've never been there, but I hear it's cool. Why don't we take a quick time out?
So E can collect himself and decide if he wants to be part of the show today.
He's already taken his uniform off, dude. Yeah, he's done for the day.
Yeah, he's bitching out.
We'll come back and we'll tell you about orgasms, especially pertaining
too bad
to men.
he's not on the show. He'd love to talk about that.
Yeah. This was a story specially printed for E too. So I don't know. It's gonna make it tough, but we'll see if we can fight through it. We'll do it all next.
The Detroit Cast continues after this short break.
Hey, it's Mike and Jay from the
The general manager at Zott Ford and Holly. As Jay mentioned before, Zott Ford is all about offering our customers choices. Bruce Jenner chose to be a chick. Big E chose to be normcore. And Jay has foolishly chosen to be Big E's trainer. That's how life goes. Well, now you can choose which new Ford you'd like to enjoy. Right now, lease a new 2015 Fiesta, Focus, or Fusion for just $145 a month for only 24 months. Friends, even the cult leader will agree. These deals are too good to pass up. Just $145 for a new Fiesta, Focus, or Fusion. Hurry down to Zott Ford at I-75 and exit 98, or check out our sick deals and our massive inventory at ZottFord.com. Get there.
The Detroit Cast continues now, bitches. Here's Mike and Jay.
Welcome back to the Detroit Cast on a Wednesday with Mike and Jay. And wanted to mention again, Mike Tramp is going to be in town this coming Saturday, May 23rd, at Callahan's Music Hall on South Boulevard off 75 in Auburn Hills. Mike Tramp, of course, the legendary lead singer of
White Lion.
White Lion.
The one and only.
When the children cry. Don't pull it up. You don't need to pull it up. Yeah, there's Mike Tramp. Look at that son of a bitch.
Look at those brows.
Yeah. I bet his hair is different now. God, what a crazy time that was. Anyway, I think Mike is coming in here to talk to us. So excited for that.
Hell yeah.
8 p.m. show, 21 and over. Tickets $25, which you can get at Callahan's. Is that right, E? Did you spell that right?
No,
at Callhands.com?
What at Callhands.com?
Because you wrote at Callhands.com. Did you just misspell it, or is
Probably. It's at whatever the spelling of the place
Spell
is.
check. Cowhand.
Yeah.
It's spelled on the top of the page, I guess. So
Well, it's spelled at Callahan's at the top, and it's
okay.
spelled
Well,
at
that's
Callahan's.
right. It's obviously the run on the top is right.
Well, I wouldn't know that. I'm just going by the,
you
the
did it
wording.
yesterday, right?
Well, I didn't notice the fuck up yesterday. I noticed it now, and I wanted to make sure, for all I knew, that they did spell it just that way.
They don't.
www.callahands.com for tickets. Mike Tramp, lead singer of White Lion. Excited for that.
He is resigned to be a bitch today.
I know.
He got in a fight with Kadog over the break there.
Yeah.
Almost came to blows.
Yeah. What was he fighting about? I heard him going off about something. I try not to listen to him.
Kadog made a comedy flow chart showing essentially in graphic form that E doesn't, just a truism about E's comedy and what he finds funny.
Right.
And the fact is, if E says it, it's funny. If I say it, maybe it's funny. Anybody else says it, it's not funny.
Yeah.
E took exception to that.
Yeah. Well, he likes to stand on this pedestal. Like, I don't find any race-related humor funny ever. Like, he's above racism.
I don't find racist jokes funny. That honestly.
You almost said that
much. Sometimes, occasionally. So I to me,
he almost said it.
I think if you find something funny, I don't care what it is, if you do it right, you can find the humor in something and find humor in it. That was my point.
Yeah, I mean,
according to this chart, E, if you told a racist joke, you would find it funny. So
okay, there we
that
go.
is true.
I'm not saying I don't find stuff funny if it's told right. And the example you gave of Louis C.K.'s one about the N-word and making me say the N-word, I don't find that as a racist joke. It has race. There can be race in a joke that's funny, but if the joke is just a cliche, black people are stupid or something, or black people are lazy.
Whoa!
I don't find that funny.
E said that. I didn't say that.
That didn't sound funny to me either.
That didn't sound funny to me at all. That was a little over the top. E.
I don't know. Whatever you guys. No.
All right.
Some more housekeeping. Please use our Amazon link. Talked about it before. It's really helpful. If you please are going to shop through Amazon, do it through our website. You'll see the big Amazon tab to the right side. Just go ahead and click on that. Do your shopping. Amazon gives us a kickback, which is hugely helpful to us. It won't cost you any more to shop through Amazon. It's just that Amazon is paying us to help people through to their site. So please continue to click on that. And if you want to go ahead and bookmark it, and then every time you visit the site, you just use that bookmark, it will record as a sale through our site. And it's awesome. We see it in action, and it's going to be a nice way that people can donate without actually physically taking money out of their pocket.
Yeah. I talked to Eric Ellenbrook for a long time today. Took up half of his day, it seems like. And we were talking about that. I was wondering how it works and how they, and talking to him, I got the idea that the more people use that portal, the more they give us too. The higher the percentage that Amazon will kick back to us.
Oh, okay. Sweet.
So it could be as low as this amount and as high as it can get even higher. And I don't know what those amounts are, but he said, yeah, if people are really using that a lot, they'll kick you back more if there's more activity. So
Yeah, help us out.
Yeah, that's as Jay said, that's a really easy way to not. I mean, you're going to go there and do your shopping anyways. Might as well use our links.
So
So
buy the King's peanut butter anyway online.
absolutely,
We'll do it through our site.
yeah.
Sir,
Do you have anything to add? You back with the show?
I've
Did
never
you have an
left.
announcement to
I
make?
never
I think you had an announcement.
Oh, yeah, the Instagram thing.
Go ahead, do this succinctly.
I don't know.
Oh, boy.
We're trying to get to 400 Instagram followers and
Or whatever.
And if we do, you get to 5 people will get a free mug. So you just got to go on Instagram, follow DetroitCast on Instagram, hashtag DetroitCast400. You get in there by following us or tagging us and tagging someone else in a post with Detroit on Instagram. You have to have a public Instagram account to do it. And if you get to 400, we're at 310. So we got 90 more to go, and 5 people are going to win a sick ass mug. So let's do it.
Very good.
He did that without notes or anything, man.
Yeah.
He recalled that.
Yeah.
It's amazing to watch.
Very goody. Very
Saw
good.
the hamster running in the little circular thing. Just
Um,
going around and around.
Jay,
Why do they run around those freaking? Although, as we found out, remember however many months ago that was, they'll do it in the wild. If they put a little wheel out, remember that? They'll
Yeah.
put a little wheel out in the wild. They'll still just get there and run in the fucking thing.
Little
Yeah.
sons of bitches.
Yeah.
Just want to run, man.
It's a treadmill. It's their version of the treadmill.
Yeah, but treadmills suck.
Agreed. Agreed. But whatever. I can't get into a rat's mind. I don't know what they're doing. But I think I know how you feel about the circumcision argument.
Yeah.
Is
Turtlenecks are out.
Is circumcision? I know that turtlenecks,
But if
on
they
the
were
whole, in large
it's
in this
funny.
country, if they came in style, we're kind of shit out of luck.
Yeah.
It's not something where bell bottoms come back in and it's like, all right, I just run off to the store and get some new bell
You
bottoms.
get that reconstruction surgery.
Go to Tuggers, the Tuggers
yeah.
group.
Attaching the weight to it and everything.
Yeah. Let it hang off the end of your noose.
I think it's just you got what you got right now. If it comes back,
Yeah. I mean,
okay.
I'm worried that there's enough bitching about it going on that if it
It's
really
making
makes
some
a
inroads,
comeback,
I think.
yeah,
It is definitely. It's taken it is taking a part of the population and setting it aside as turtleneck wearers.
Yeah.
I really think that.
I mean, I think we're getting to a point where if you've got a youngster getting ready to go into high school, or especially if you've got a newborn coming up through the ranks, there could be a day where it's like you might just see some turtlenecks around the schoolyard, which is scary.
Frightening.
Absolutely. Terrifying. Well, we
God,
got
they
a
look weird.
we got a court battle going on.
That's a little over the top.
Yeah,
Taking
it's-
it a bit too far, I think.
This 4-year-old boy, his circumcision reached the federal court this week following the arrest of the child's mom last week. Heather Hieronymus.
Harvey Manfredinson.
Yeah, whatever.
Hieronymus. Heather Hieronymus.
What do you think, E?
Whoa.
Would you? She's a little skinny.
Yeah, a little skinny, but I'd rather have be a little skinny than a little fat.
Yeah. She could use a little extra meat on her bones, huh?
Hey,
Don't need to be circumcised at all.
man, why is she getting what?
Cheesy.
I don't remember the story.
He doesn't even.
So anyway, she's been behind bars since last Thursday in Florida for contempt of court on a long-running dispute over the removal of foreskin on her child.
Oh, her child. Gotcha.
Yeah, she went missing with the boy nearly 3 months ago and ignored a judge's warning that she'd be jailed if she didn't appear in court and give consent for the procedure to proceed. The judge is demanding that this kid
How
get
old
clipped.
is this chick?
31.
She's 31?
Yeah, how old do you
Oh.
think she was?
Well,
she was like 17.
Care to show another picture, another image?
Oh,
no,
she-
you can't rescind now, buddy.
well, I'd still fuck her. I mean,
Does she have mild form mantissitis going on?
You're right, dude. The narrowing of the jawline,
Yeah.
into a triangular form.
I
She
think she's-
has mild mantissitis.
Yeah,
With
mild
her-
form. It's
Absolutely.
not advanced yet.
Yes.
Advanced stages.
I'm with you.
and with that, it looks even worse with how she's got her hair.
Yeah.
Like she really needs to stress that her hair needs to be in like bang form. Needs to
Yeah,
be in
she
front,
could use some bangs.
because it just really makes it noticeable because without it, it just stretches.
Into the mic, you son of a bitch.
It just,
I've never seen
it
I've
just
never seen
makes it like a V.
early stage male pattern baldness along with an
Mantissitis.
early form mantissitis.
Yeah, it's
I've never-
incredible.
You know what I'm saying, Jay? Like because of how her hair is, her face just shoots out into a V.
Right.
And that right eye looks like it's trying too hard. And the left eye's kind of giving up a little bit.
Stage left? You're talking about this one?
Stage right. Stage right is giving up a little bit, and stage left is trying too hard to make up the difference.
I think that's part of the asymmetry, though, that a face needs. If she was perfectly symmetrical in that regard, it would look strange, I think.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah. Yep.
She just needs she needs the antlers. If she put some antlers on her head, like that mantis has.
I gotta be honest too. It seems like we've been saying this a lot about girls and their images. She kind of looks like a guy too.
Yeah,
I was gonna say I was gonna throw like the sister of Pavel Datsuk out there, but but I thought maybe I was too far out.
Nope.
I'm not saying she looks just like him, but just
she's got a bone structure.
Yes.
I trust my
Facial
eyes.
features.
Dr. Ramani.
Am I wrong on that?
Nope.
No.
No, you are not wrong on that.
I was gonna wait and see if anybody else threw that out, but
no.
And you know what? The more I'm looking at it, the more I'm agreeing with that.
hey, stop working on the antlers and find Datsuk. Good dog's over there drawing antlers
on her.
Of course he is.
The one to the right of it. That one.
Shit.
Oh boy.
Oh my god.
It's just the face shape, right?
Yeah.
It's the mantissitis.
Yeah.
He's got
It's
a more
that
advanced
mantissitis,
form of mantissitis
sure.
than she does, but she'll grow into it. She's young.
That's so. When you were, this is a proof of like. Thank God he has talent on the ice and can make millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Like what a weird looking
He's a different
motherfucker.
looking guy. He has a far longer chin than her, though, and that's what makes him look a lot different.
Yeah.
She kind of looks like him, or he kind of looks like her.
A little bit.
Vice versa.
Anyway,
Vice versa. Really?
Is that not right?
Vice versa.
The boy's father and this chick, Heather, were never married. They've been warring ever since her pregnancy. The father, Dennis Nebus. I know, Dennis Nebus.
Jesus Christ.
Family.
Dennis Nevis? Mr. Nevis.
Dennis Nebus. They share custody.
Nevis.
He decided to pursue the Cirque job in December of 2013 after noticing his son, who was then 3, was urinating on his own leg. Like there was so much foreskin that it was like using it as a ricochet.
Gotcha. It's in the way of the pee hole.
Yeah.
So it's sort of a thumb over garden hole situation. Yeah. Just spraying to the side.
Yeah. The mother previously said she wanted to protect her child and was scared to death by the procedure. She initially agreed to the circumcision in court, but later changed her mind and embarked on this long legal battle. Circuit and appellate judges have since sided with Nebus, Dennis Nebus, but potential surgeons have backed out after failing to get the mom's consent, which is why they're like, sign the paper, bring his dick in here so we can clip the tip of it off. God damn it. The Crown has spoken order. They're dying to take the skin off the tip of this kid's dick.
Yeah.
Dying to.
Lawyers fighting over it.
Yeah.
God,
Judges
can you imagine those
demanding
meetings? Those meetings they'd have to have.
The briefs, the written briefs.
The
The foreskin must be removed.
Maybe we can come to a nice agreement here where we don't just get a doctor. We could get the rabbi to come in and suck the tip off.
That's right.
That's a fair compromise, right?
Blood-sucking moil.
Yes. That's what we need. Still want to know who was the first moil that sold that to a family? There had to have been a first, right?
Sure.
I mean, the very first one wasn't done that way, so there had to be an initial moil that decided.
Well, did we really conclude that there was more than one moil doing this? The blood sucking?
Yeah.
Sounded like it was a tradition, is what it sounded like.
Yeah. It's a tradition.
Well done, Kadai.
Because they were worried. Remember, they were saying that some of the kids were getting herpes? The herpes?
No, I think that was the one guy.
No, but it sounded like it had been. It wasn't the only one who'd ever done it. It sounded like it had been a tradition.
I think it'd be easy to weed out if there was just one moil sucking baby cocks, but
true.
I think it was kind of a weird tradition, and there were multiple kids, like infants, that popped up with herpes, and they were trying to say, "Oh, it was passed from the mother. Or however a moil talks.
Can you imagine? God, getting
Oi.
the herpes as a baby. Ugh.
Yeah, that would be a bummer.
Didn't even have the fun part of it of getting herpes. the unprotected sex.
They're in a gag order, so they can't talk. Otherwise, I'm sure.
Well, it doesn't look like
she'd be spouting off about it.
She'd just be rubbing her legs together according to this image of her.
Do you think that was a really good argument by the dad? Like some big reason to cut it by just saying the kid was peeing on the floor? I mean, kids
peeing on
the
his
floor
leg
all the time.
His own leg.
You know, every now and then you can't control that thing.
And he's grasping at straws. Let's be honest. He doesn't want the kid looking foolish in gym class, period.
Turtlenecks are out. That was his position.
Yeah.
Did he get up in court and give that
analogy,
that testimony that, well, your honor, my son's been pissing on his own leg, and
yeah, he was grasping for straws in court. I don't blame him. He was desperate.
I'm sure that's stated in writing somewhere.
It has to be. It has to be.
He urinated on his own leg several times,
Due
such
to
that
the-
plaintiff concluded
circumcision
was warranted.
Her argument is
It's unnecessary, painful.
Well, that too, but
it's better sex with.
No, her argument is, well, we'll wait till he gets to be like 13 and we'll ask him what he wants to do.
No, that's the stupidest
And the judge says, bullshit. If you were going to get your kid's tonsils out, you wouldn't ask his permission. You just do it. You're the adult. Now get that dick over here and let's chop the tip off. God damn it. The ground is spoken order.
God damn it.
I mean, the judge is fiending to chop the tip of his dick off, dying.
All these old guys just sitting there. This whole thing is revolving around this kid and his foreskin.
I know.
You shall produce the boy to cut the skin off the tip of his wiener. Order! Crown is spoken.
He's just grabbing her hand, trying to force consent.
Write your name. Write your name. Write it. Write it.
She's like, I don't want to. I'll let him.
No, write it.
Taking that kid's foreskin off and we're doing it now, goddammit.
One way or the other, that kid never leaves his courtroom with his dick skin intact. If I have to bite it off myself, I will.
Oh, God.
Kid's 4. At that point,
you kind of know.
Could you ask a 4-year-old, like if you went to a 4-year-old boy and just went, hey, here's what we're thinking. Your mom and I, you've seen us fighting a little bit. It's all about your dick tip skin. Like
it's about your dude.
Yeah, it's about your dude. I'm dying to clip it off. It looks ridiculous. You look ridiculous. I got to be honest. You look silly. And in gym class, you're going to feel like a fool. You'll thank me for this later. Your mom has no idea what she's talking about. She doesn't have, come on, dude.
She doesn't have a dude.
Does she have a dude? She doesn't. She's got whatever they have. We've got the dudes. Trust me. I've been through this. It sucks today. You'll be. It's gonna get really, really red. It's gonna look like someone's choking the shit out of it.
At 4,
does it look red?
Shit, though. At 4, isn't he gonna feel it pretty badly?
Of course.
Yeah. Like, I mean, they feel it no matter what. But I mean, he's gonna know it's kind of happening.
They're beyond that infant stage where you don't remember shit. He's gonna remember that. He's gonna remember going into some sort of surgery.
Do you remember anything at 4? I don't remember anything at 4.
No, but I think. But
I don't remember anything
I told
at 15.
you, I remember getting my sister.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. That was kind of a.
My thing is,
life-changing
you're
moment.
right. He might not technically, once he gets to 20, he might not remember it, but he'll at the time he's gonna know what's happening more than he would at 2 months or.
You think it's too late? You think you got to let it go at 4?
You're right on that edge, I think.
Yeah,
man,
it's a tough one.
Could he be put under for that or no?
Of course.
Oh well, then
Put down for that.
Under. But down.
Yeah, would
give
they?
a little local?
Yeah, do they give it a local or do they knock your ass out for
I
that?
don't know what they do.
Yeah.
Probably knock you out.
I would hope so. I would demand it. And then I mentioned an orgasm. I told you I'd bring up this story about orgasms.
Pretty
Turns out,
unnecessary for you though, Mike. So
Well-
let's just gloss over this story. You don't care about that. You can be perfectly satisfied without one.
yeah, I'm like the 5th run of the day. Yeah, sure.
Oh, now it's
I've
5.
I've depleted fluids, but yeah, when you get it 4 or 5 times a day, sometimes you're running low on fluids. Not the end of the world. Not a hill to die on.
Here we go.
Not a hill to die on.
Mike
Anyways,
Mike also has a hard time getting erections
Apparently.
because he wanted that juice that gave him hard erections.
Yeah.
no,
He's got trouble on both ends,
Right.
man.
no, that's not true.
The start
All I
and the
said was
finish.
they just glossed over this magic potion that made some guy get humongous
No.
rods instantly, and they could jack him off, and then
No,
he
no, no,
finished.
no.
They'd give him a little some magic potion.
No.
And it was
Out of
like
your mouth.
I want this magic
Yeah.
potion. That sounds awesome.
I said you have the magic potion. It's called the fucking vagine, like naked body. I don't know, chick.
Yeah.
Start and the finish, Mike. Trouble with both?
No.
Oh, he's just fine in between. He runs that race fine in between. He just can't find the starting line or the finish line.
Seems to be the most important part of that race.
Well, at least I'm
with Peter.
racing. At least I'm racing
It's true.
with chicks.
I don't have the problem with the first two parts, but the middle part I do have an issue with. Well, no, I don't have an issue with it. I just haven't found anyone to do it with.
Well, they're saying now regular orgasms can reduce the risk of prostate cancer.
All right.
You know what,
This is
though?
good news.
You know what the thing is, though? These are those, to me, this is like those articles. I always just hear these conflicting ones because I've heard.
Oh, this
things
is from
before.
Harvard, so we're going to go with
I
E
know.
instead of the Harvard study.
No,
Okay.
but I've heard other people, they
No,
read.
no.
I've heard other ones where they talk about, if you jerk off too much, then it's going
You'll get hairy palms.
You're gonna
Yeah.
get
blind.
No, you're going to go get prostate. It's going to be bad for your prostate.
Really?
So now
You've heard that?
Yeah.
Huh.
I've never heard that.
I've never heard that either.
Men
I'd be
who
interested to hear that, E.
Men who ejaculate more regularly throughout their lives lower the risk of the disease. The researchers from Harvard Medical School.
Well, I should be good then.
You did not explain why orgasms could lower prostate cancer risk. However, it's previously been theorized that regular orgasms may flush out cancer-causing chemicals in the prostate.
Got to milk the
Hell
prostate.
yeah, dude. So it sounds like I'm doing a pretty good job at that.
Yeah, maybe.
Should be good.
E, you could milk it from behind. You don't have to worry about actually.
I know, but I'm just saying.
That's true. Milking the prostate, yeah, for you.
I know, but I'm saying I should be good as far as prostate cancer.
Another theory is that if sperm is regularly cleaned out to allow new cells to develop, it helps stop the buildup of old cells that might be more likely to turn cancerous.
Ooh, interesting.
Nice.
The new study is the largest to date on the frequency of coming and the prostate cancer. They said ejaculation. I don't like that word. The researchers found that men ages 40 to 49 who ejaculate 21 or more times a month reduce their risk of prostate cancer by 22%.
Ooh, it's an important time in my
Perfect.
life.
Yes.
You might want to start.
Are you falling into the bracket 21 times a month?
Yeah.
Oh,
wow.
Oh.
Look at the king. Look at the king over here.
As if there was a question,
Look at our
by
king.
the way. As if there was
I
a
know.
question with the king's
Sure.
pun-
I don't think you can overcome either, by the way. So if you were worried about that, you can stay
Okay.
on track. You're
Good,
fine.
good.
So if you're doubling up to 21 a month, you should be fine.
Just got to keep the plumbing free from obstruction.
They compared this was compared to men who only ejaculate 4 to 7 times a month.
What the hell?
I know.
I'm serious.
What
Even
kind of life is that?
Yeah, that's a shitty existence, man. Men who sleep with multiple women are almost a third less likely to develop the disease. So if you can find some strange mixed in there, you even get better odds.
That's just another way of saying it. That you're going to ejaculate more, right? It doesn't
Yeah.
matter who you're freaking.
yeah, why would that?
Maybe
make a
your
difference?
noose knows. Maybe your noose knows. I don't know. Researchers at the University of Montreal found men who have more than 20 notches on their bedpost, as they claim, slashed their risk of prostate cancer by 28%. The study also revealed that men who have slept with more than 20 women reduced their chances of getting the most aggressive tumors by almost 20%.
Is this just some guy that banged a bunch of chicks and wants to
Brag about it?
justify it, or
It has nothing to do with the number of chicks. It's just the
How often you get it.
ejaculation.
right?
Celibacy, on the other hand, doubles the risk of the disease.
Oh, see there you.
Researchers said they were unclear as to why ejaculation lowers the chances. They called the results particularly encouraging. The study followed almost 32,000 healthy men for 18 years.
Wow.
Yeah, 3,800 of them, 3,800 plus, whom were later diagnosed with prostate cancer. Men were asked about their average monthly frequency between the ages of 20 to 29, 40 to 49, and in 1991, the year prior to the questionnaire. They found that the more frequently a man came throughout his life, the lower his risk of prostate cancer at all 3 of these points in time. That's all. I mean, that's
Awesome, dude. I'm gonna
This
go
is
home
all
and-
the evidence I need. This is everything
Oh,
I
yeah.
need right here. This is the case even when they adjusted their results to take factors such as diet, lifestyle, and a history of prostate cancer screening into account.
Wow.
You had me at daily ejaculation.
Right. I mean,
Yeah.
I didn't even need to go any further than that.
I don't know if this is a stretch, but I almost feel like if I were to develop prostate cancer, you could almost charge Beth with attempted murder.
That's a good
Maybe.
point. It's a
I mean,
solid argument.
Negligence. Criminal negligence.
At least negligence.
I mean, and assuming she heard the study, what she will.
Dereliction of duty.
Yes. Dereliction of duty. Would you, if something happens to me on that front, would you at least look into something like
will
that?
Report her to the authorities.
Just say, I don't think she was ejaculating him enough because he got something and she clearly knew the study. She
Wow.
could have lowered his risk. I don't think she did everything she could to prevent this awful disease.
Well, the argument, just trying to play devil's advocate here, would be that you could do it yourself.
Well, no, that's not what the research found. I need.
No, the
Why
research
would I
says
do it
you-
if I've got a girl there? That's absurd. Jay, are you going to sit home and
But-
whack off
but
all day
no.
when you got Gab there? Of course
But
not.
If you
It's
felt like it
ridiculous.
was if you felt like your own life was on the line.
Shutting your mic off, monster. I don't think that taking a attempted murder, maybe a manslaughter charge,
It's not off the table, Mike.
I don't think you could take it off the table.
All right, E.
Oh boy.
No,
Go get
I
him.
don't wanna-
Go get him.
Oh boy.
You haven't done shit all day. Do this.
As you know,
No,
I'm not.
no, that's not how you do it.
As you know, I'm not fucking.
Specs voice.
As you know, no. As you know, I'm.
Hey!
No, fuck this, man.
E, you paid good money for it. Stretch your legs. Come on.
As you know, I'm Big E, and I don't do well with big words or live reads. So Steve, my boss, and all around nice fellow, has decided to use all simple, small words for my new read. Here we go. Zach Ford has really good deals, and the employees are very nice and pretty. From time to time, they feed me and make me feel special.
What's he doing to his
Also,
head right
Zach
now?
Ford has won many fancy awards. I'm guessing we are very nice to our customers.
Ugh.
I'd be super duper happy if you would come by a new
Why
or
are you
used
getting
car
so
at
soft?
Zot Ford.
Talking to the mic loudly.
And because I can keep my job, I don't know. So because my job. By the way, my anal hymen is still in shape, in case anyone cares or whatever.
It's still in shape. It's been worked out a lot. Is that what you're saying there?
Oh, good shape. Well, whatever.
It's in great shape. Working that thing out every day. It's anal
Well,
hymen.
for my health.
I meant to show you this story yesterday, Jay, and get your opinion of it, but I forgot. But now it's come back around. The school has taken some action to remove a teacher in Washington, D.C. A group of boys.
Okay.
We've been there, right? We were boys at one point.
Yeah.
Middle school kids were fighting in a classroom, like 4 kids. And here's what the teacher did.
Portrait. He's dispersing the crowd
with a belt.
Yeah.
Back it up. Play it again. And then he says, clean this room up.
These kids are in a pile just on the ground, and he just
Oh, yeah.
walks up just swinging a belt.
Yeah. Pile of 4 kids fighting. Clean this room up. I love this guy. This guy's a hero.
I'm in support of it, to be
Yeah.
honest with you.
You're in support of him being in trouble or him doing that?
Him doing it.
Yeah, me too. What do you think, Jay?
I don't know. It's like he didn't. He could have probably just grabbed them and tossed them off each other. They're kind of
Yeah.
little kids.
It's not as fun though. I mean, wouldn't you rather take your belt off and get a few licks in?
I guess, but you gotta know that that's not kosher. I don't know, because you gotta know, number one, there's a fight, so that means 4 people are filming this in portrait instead of trying to help break it up.
Mm-hmm.
So you're on film automatically,
right?
So you're a teacher, you can't necessarily hit people with belts. So I would have tried, I don't know, grab them by the scruff of the neck and just separating them.
Do you get in trouble for that too, for laying a hand on a kid?
Yeah,
Probably
I think
a lot less chance than taking your belt off and whooping them.
Yeah,
probably. But I still think you're right. I think to some extent nowadays. No, but I think you're just gonna get in trouble no matter what. Pretty much probably the only thing you really could do is stand there and
Yeah.
maybe call
for help,
right?
call for assistance.
So someone can witness that nobody was ever even touched in any capacity. You are right. Of course, he's gonna have less chance if he grabs them by the scruff of their shirt. But I could see him end up getting in trouble either way.
Well, the school has turned this substitute teacher. I always love it. These are
God.
substitute
Yeah.
teachers.
Awesome.
The guy's in there for a day and he can't help but whoop on the kids. I love it. They've turned him over to law enforcement.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. Statement from the school district said, on Friday, a substitute teacher used improper actions to discipline students while in one of our classes at Gwynn Park Middle School. The substitute teacher has been removed from the classroom and the matter has been referred to the appropriate law enforcement agencies. Prince George's County Public Schools does not condone this type of behavior, and it's not representative of the level of professionalism and respectful conduct of the team at the school.
I don't want to. Got these. Oh.
We work to be respectful
Well put, E. I
and a
agree.
safe environment for all students and staff.
I agree with E.
I don't want to hold. I mean,
you had a good point.
I don't know. I don't want to. Why would you ever want to hold any job anymore of any police, teacher, anything that you could.
Yeah.
Anything with interaction with other humans.
Right. Pretty much.
Yeah. No, that's a good point. Where you're doing service and you're in charge of
any service job, anything where you're in charge of somebody.
Yeah, where you're enforcing,
where there's potential conflict.
Yeah.
Why would you want to do any of it?
I agree, man.
Yeah. You've taken that away from a lot of these people, and I don't know where it goes from here. I don't see it getting better if people,
brat kid. I'm sorry, but I get it. You're right.
You don't know they're brats.
No.
There could be one who's a dick, and
I'm
the
talking
other
about the
three.
one filming that. The idea that middle school kids now all have cameras and they're gonna film it and they're laughing about it.
Well, trust me, if Jay snaps again and tears after you to whoop your ass again, I'll film it.
I know.
In landscape, hopefully.
Hopefully. I mean,
but you're not a middle school kid or a grown man.
But I think it'd be impossible in a middle school kid because it's not. The problems I have are with those melees where it's like absolute thug behavior, where someone's getting
50 on one,
kicked in the face, where it's like you're running the risk of murdering someone at this point.
No,
and
but
when nobody jumps in, then like this doesn't bother me so much.
It bothers
filming
me
this.
the idea.
I wouldn't mind seeing people film something as silly as this. This is horseplay in a classroom.
No,
with a bunch of 12-year-olds.
That's not what bothers me about it is the fact that the idea now that every fifth grader.
Reaction.
All these little kids, fifth grade kids have phones. They have iPhones. I'm serious. I don't think I would give my kid an iPhone until at least high school.
Yeah.
I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, my kids don't have phones.
Good. I really like that you've done that. I approve of that, Jay.
That's got to be hard too.
He approves of my parenting.
Yeah, that's got to be really hard. I know. I have other friends.
No.
Well,
you can do it.
I know there's a lot of pressure from other parents that give their kids shit.
You can do it, Mike. Do
see,
it.
Jay,
No, my kid would have an iPhone at 2.
That is the thing, dude, that Jay totally respect him for. He's right. If you say it right off the bat, just say no.
I wonder if Jay's looking at the moon in the night too.
It's bullshit, though. These parents, but their kids keep bugging me and their friends have. So what? So what?
No.
Yeah.
You're
quite
fucking
simple.
At what point? Because they don't stop begging. They don't stop asking.
Who cares?
Oh, they do actually.
They do?
Yeah, they know I'm not going to.
I need to get over there and talk to Manny and Russ a little bit and drop that.
You do
some
not
shit
want
in their
that
ears.
to happen.
I need to get over there and go, man, dude. It seems like you guys should have had these things like 4 years ago. What's going on?
Well, you know what he can say? Pay
I know.
for it.
I know your dad's being kind of tough about it, but you need to get in there, Russ. Come on, man up.
We have Russ in front of this effort
Absolutely.
recently,
As he should.
and he's been begging for a phone, and we're like, dude, go buy it, and if you can show us that you can pay the monthly amount, okay. I don't know how you're going to do that.
Yeah.
What's he say?
He's like, by cooking this family breakfast every morning. How about that? What does that pay?
He is a hell of a cook.
I know he is. What does that job pay, Dad? The omelets I make
don't know.
every day.
Your room and board. How about that?
Oh, well, I'm a kid. That should just be included with your parenting skills. The extra work I do, like cooking this family breakfast every morning, should be enough to cover my phone bill.
You could pull out the ultimate trump card and be like, we didn't mean to have you, so I'm doing you a big favor by.
That'd be awesome
That
if you
won't
said that
scar
to
him
a
at
kid.
all.
That would be so
You
awesome.
were a mistake.
You're the one who wanted to have me. No, we didn't.
No, actually we didn't.
No. We wanted sweet pie and we wanted Manny for
But not
sure.
you.
But Russ,
No.
I wanted a few more years of vacations.
Free time. It looked good to me. I don't
send
know.
the kids sobbing up to his room.
Yeah, you could really take him out.
Yeah.
No, dude, that is so good for you, dude. I'm sorry, you don't need an iPhone in middle school.
You
I'm
don't.
sorry.
Yeah.
Maybe high school. Maybe.
As if Jay
Mike
needs his
disagrees.
approval.
I know, but who cares? I mean, he doesn't. I'm not seeking his approval. I'm just
Yeah, you
giving
are.
him-
Just offering it.
Yeah.
Give
Do you
me-
accept?
Sure, E. Yeah, I appreciate that.
It's something that I said. I mean, obviously I don't have kids of my own, but if I for some reason even did have a job and I had kids, just say I did, I would no way. No.
I just couldn't live under Jay Jong-un's rule. I don't know that I could.
I'd be like, look, dude, we're getting cable way before you're getting a phone, my man.
Yeah, that's fair. Even though you've got Slingbox
we
and
don't have
access to, you know, a library of stuff, you could watch literally anything you wanted. But
do you know that I haven't put that on my new phone? And how long have I had this phone?
Months.
Yeah.
Since I went to the Grand Canyon.
Yeah. I haven't
2 months ago.
gotten around
When
to
am I
putting
getting
Slingbox
Bessel
on
phone, by the way?
I need to use it a little longer.
Jesus.
Because we're working on an app. It turns out I need to send an old iPhone
Damn it.
to them for them to install for us to play with once it's done. So Beth was going to take my old iPhone 5 and then give you hers,
but
with your cracked screen. But
fuck,
I think
Sorry.
the app comes first. We're going to get an app before you're going to get an old used phony.
Do you care about the showy?
Care about me not. I've actually often, because I've had this pretty bad for a while now. I wonder if I keep doing that, I start to wonder like if little glass particles are just going into my skin.
They are.
Why don't you just buy a new screen and do it
I
yourself?
don't have enough money,
dude.
They're
I don't know
not
how to-
that expensive.
I don't know how to do it. Are you
YouTube it, dude. I
your
did
rent
one
get
on the
raised?
freaking
Not doing that.
How do you not have
iPad.
enough money? You work 4 days a week.
You mop the shit out of the dealership.
Kidding me, dude?
Yeah, you got
Are you
your
kidding
comedy
me?
that's paying the bills
No,
now.
it's not.
I mean,
I made money off comedy and
did your parents raise your rent?
Shut up.
Did your grocery bills go up?
Got returnables from all these Red Bulls you're stealing from the office. Do you see that? He's taking company Red Bulls.
Yeah, an hour drive here
kidding
every
me?
day. Gas.
Yeah, that's like $2 a week.
$2 a week.
It's like
Well-
stealing sticky notes. You stealing the
Yeah.
sticky notes too?
You're taking office
The
supplies.
pens?
Oh, What do we got for email, Jay?
We do have some email, Mike. We have a thread on the message board, which I'll handle first. We know this thread. It's the one that we've asked people to comment on concerning show samples.
Yeah.
These show highlights that we've been posting on our website.
Mm-hmm.
Give us ideas for pieces of the show that you think would be a good show highlight, shareable format that people can pass around easily. Big Mac says the call to Mrs. Mandy's mom would be a good one. It gives proof that Biggie's bumbling numbskullery goes way back.
Yeah.
It certainly does.
Yeah.
That reminds us, we need to call Mrs. Mandy's mom, don't we?
We were supposed to call Dawn too.
Yeah.
It's not happening.
We got a late start to the show today. If it weren't for that,
we would have.
Yeah. Same thread. And this is Fisher91. My dad just reminded me of the Russ being left at the bus stop story. I think that one was definitely a good one.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know if that lends itself to a.
Yes, it does.
I don't.
That story was hilarious.
I'll have to listen back at that one. Pull that one, E.
Okay, I will.
You didn't like that one?
I think it was funny. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't know.
Shitting on Jay's storytelling skills.
No, I just don't.
I thought that was really funny. The idea that Gab
Yeah, but
thought
that,
she
is
lost
that
the kid.
really representative of the show as like a shareable highlight? I don't know. I'm kind of with you on this one.
I think it is.
Jim
I
writes
think it's
in.
very relatable. There's a lot of parents that listen with kids and could understand a mishap like that happening. I thought it was really
I'd
funny.
have to listen back to it and really. Let me look. I'll pull it and I'll listen back to it.
Yeah, because if I look at the flow chart, it might be funny.
It might not.
Did
though.
I say it? No. Did Jay say it? Yes. Maybe it's funny, according to Kadog's flow chart. So
Yeah.
please do listen back.
Because it
might
was
be.
you that was your story.
It was
it
my
wasn't
story.
my story, which we know would automatically go in the garbage.
Yeah,
'cause he
did-
doesn't find
did
anything. I
Jay say it?
Oh yeah,
No,
even though I
it's not
just
funny.
even literally 2 episodes ago, I just was flat out laughing my ass off over you coming over those glasses. But again, or whatever.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess that didn't happen.
Blind squirrel.
Remember that? He went into full fanboy mode.
Yeah.
Where he was laughing
Forgot about
uproariously.
I appreciate
Not
that. I
adding
felt
any
good about that.
content to the show, but just laughing in the background, making it harder for us to do our jobs.
Yep.
Harder
I remember
for us
that.
to pull to allow him to ride our coattails. Jim writes in, same sort of subject here, the show sample issue. Hey fellows, I would suggest the most hilarious bit of all the shows, in my opinion, Jose and Jose B, is conjoined
already
twin.
is.
Why did you put me in the dumpster, man? Oh well, I guess it's better than I guess he's better than Mexico. Mike's impersonations and characters are a highlight of the show. Let's not forget his singing as well. Just my 2 cents. Good day, gentlemen. I said good day.
That's already on there.
That's on there, right?
That's already on there.
Okay.
Jose and Jose B is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jose B, man.
his brother.
Hey, we got to give congrats to Dr. Tommy, longtime listener who graduated from medical school.
Nice.
Quite an accomplishment. I mean,
Absolutely.
there's guys out there graduating from medical school listening to our asses. Really?
Dude, this
Really?
cult is coming together. We've got pilots now. We've got a priest. We've got a doctor now.
A bunch of chicks,
and even hot chicks. We've got hot chicks listening.
This is really coming together well,
this
Mike.
This is nice. This is moving along. We could have our own community. We could literally cut ourselves off from the world. If we just took all the TDC listeners, we could have a nice little family.
Huh.
I mean, be stuck with our retarded son, but
who's to say the retarded son would want to be stuck with you guys?
yeah, that's fair. You can stay home.
Break a few eggs to make an omelet. Joe writes in, yes. How can Walters keep a straight face when he sings? I really would love to hear what it sounds like without the track in the background.
We can do that.
No, it's priceless. Believe me.
No, it's
I have
not.
2 recordings.
It's a cheap shot.
I have 2
I know what you guys are doing. It's a cheap shot.
I
I
have
feel
2
like I'm being laughed at.
I have 2 recordings of them.
Anthony writes in, the King's Panoose, the Panoose that needs not finish, and the 32-year-old balding Panoose lover.
31.
Well put, Anthony. No disrespect to DTRBM, Dan the Red Bull man, but is there anything else you guys have that you can provide to E? Him being on the delicious, refreshing Red Bull, my man, just won't shut the fuck up. Do you guys have like Ritalin in a can or something? So far, the only thing that makes that fucker quiet is when he's trying to tank a show by not saying Jay, or when Jay picks on him when he's on his period, like yesterday, which is not a bad thing at all. But on the heavy flow days, maybe he could just get the day off, guys.
I don't even drink Red Bull every episode. So the idea that I talk this faster and this nonstop is because of Red Bull is insane.
Well, I think there is something about the time of the month, though.
That's for sure.
It's just played out.
I think that was identified by Dr. Tommy, to be honest.
Was it really?
Yeah,
Or
I think
that
it
you guys
was.
are just fucking assholes. And then when you decide to be
So-
more of an asshole,
Proving the point once again. It must be that time of the month.
Yeah.
We're in that window.
Anthony adds, Webster, keep on singing, buddy. I love being able to fast forward through it. I almost feel like I'm getting
wait a minute. That
5
was a
extra
shot.
minutes added to my day because I can get through the show quicker.
That seems like that was a shot.
No, I don't think so.
I
No,
didn't. I thought there was going to be a compliment there, and
No,
then it seemed like
yeah,
it took
you
a
gave him
turn. for
5
the-
minutes. He's real happy about that. No, that was not a shot. Mike.
I feel like I'm being laughed at, not laughed with. I felt like a shot right there. Like I want everybody to enjoy everything that comes out of my mouth, including my singing, and it felt. I don't know. I'm just sensing I'm picking something up here.
No, I think you're hearing that wrong.
All right. I hope you're right.
Hey, I don't get to watch on YouTube too often, says Anthony. I had a question for Jay. When E has his hands down his pants playing with himself, he isn't. Is he?
No.
He isn't longingly looking in your direction, is he?
Oh, he is.
I know he's in love with you, but that would be a little creepy. I don't know. I've never really looked at what he's looking at. I always just see out of the corner of my eye.
You know, I will say,
Just
hand
assume
feeling
he's gazing longingly at you.
feeling his crotch rot.
part of this, when I itch sometimes, I swear to God, is
Oh, no.
still the burn marks from when I lit myself on fire. There's still some like remnants of it, and I notice more often than not that's still like itches my.
It's probably irritated. It's all sweaty and rotty down there. If you'd keep that wound clean, it would probably finally heal.
I
But it
rinse
hasn't
it-
healed after 10 years.
I rinse it every day.
It's been years. You
E.
rinse it every day. It's been years since you
Probably
were lit on
infected
fire.
and
But there's
shit.
still there.
Is it scarred?
Yeah, that's what it is. It's fucking scarred.
Ugh.
Like there's still marks from
Like
that, dude.
right
That-
on the panoose?
No, just on the thighs.
Ugh.
E.
That happened in 2007.
Oh, E.
Wow. That's tough.
What's going on, dude?
We'll save the rest for tomorrow.
They're a chopper.
We're under attack.
The black copters finally
They're coming in.
Racist.
No, the black choppers like
Like what?
African American choppers. E.
no, like conspiracy
African-American
theory,
choppers.
CIA coppers. No, I mean
African
maybe
American hawk down.
I know you're the only one who ever thinks fucking everything you think of is in black and white, I suppose. But I was referring
African
to
American and white.
Yeah, thank you, E. We don't stand for that kind of racist shit on this show.
we don't.
No.
Okay,
So knock it off. I see what you're doing, and Jay doesn't appreciate it, and I don't appreciate it, and our names are on the show title. It's making us look bad.
okay.
With all this
Cease and
undertone of
desist now,
racism, this racist tone that you've chosen to take to, E. I don't appreciate it.
Today it's been particularly
I
problematic.
can't continue.
No.
I'm shutting
We're
it
gonna
down
have to
right
shut
here.
it down.
Thank
I
God.
think it's time.
It's about time.
Thank
Yeah.
you for that one, everybody.
Sorry, we were going to go an extra hour today, but forget it. I don't feel it anymore.
Sorry, listeners.
I've lost it.
Blame fuckface.
Do you have anything to plug, fuckface? Speaking of which,
I was
gonna plug your event.
Into the mic. Finish
Oh.
strong. Come on, into the mic. Finish
I was gonna
strong.
wait because I'm sick of saying it every day, I guess. I don't know. You know, the same thing that's been going around on Facebook. June 6th, it's a few weeks from now. You
Lots
know,
of people aren't on Facebook, so
June 6th, Saturday, June 6th, Laugh Tracks and Novi. Really, really appreciate if people came out just because it's my show. I picked the comics. I'm making some money on it.
Will they have more than one bartender this time? Because last time I went, one bartender and it was a bitch.
yeah, that was a
man.
problem. People, I have seen people comment that
There's no-
he
dude,
really be in charge of that.
I'm not in charge of it. I'm not gonna literally. I'm
no,
not
but if
doing-
you let them know,
Yeah.
there's going to be people here, so be prepared with a couple bartenders.
I don't even think they have other bartenders at that bar.
E.
You know, I'm not fine. Whatever. No, there won't be. That's what it is. If you don't want them, if you want to go, that's what you deal with.
You are such an ass.
Yeah, no, you guys are. Fuck you.
No,
But
seriously, why wouldn't you just talk to them and go, hey, by the
I'm
way,
not
there's
doing it.
probably going to be 100
Not
people
doing it.
there.
Why not?
I'm not. So
Okay, so forget it. Cancel.
Yeah,
Nobody
I
come
don't
on
care.
June
Yeah,
6th.
don't go. I don't
Fuck
care.
it.
Jay's out,
I don't
I'm
give-
out.
I don't
No,
fucking
everybody.
care.
Everybody
Yeah,
out there.
I
Nobody
agree.
go.
You know what? I agree. Don't fucking come. I
Yep.
don't want you. Fuck
Yep.
it.
Wouldn't have been fun anyway.
Yep, you're
Would have
right.
stood in line for a beer for 2 hours.
I don't give a fuck. I'm doing the goddamn thing whether people come or not, and most of them they don't. So who gives a fuck?
Why don't you call them
I'm
up
not doing it.
and say, dude, here's the deal. Last time we were there, you had one bartender. I know there's going to be a lot of people coming. Would it be a problem if you had another person on call?
That doesn't seem crazy.
I don't
We'll
know.
Just end the show. I guess.
Stubborn
This is-
son of a bitch. All right. Well,
It's
end it
going in
there.
his file.
Yep.
It's going in his file, people.
Yep. Jay's going to take care of that. All right. We'll call it a day there for a Wednesday episode of the Detroit Cast. We'll see you guys tomorrow for an all-new Thursday edition of the Detroit Cast.
You've been listening to the Detroit Cast with your hosts, Mike and Jay. From all of us at Radio for One Studios, thank you for listening. And as always, thank you, Detroit.
Listen to God, watch you grow.